Good morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3. The Fan. Pleasure to be here with you all this morning. Let's get our heads right for a Tuesday on a Tuesday. Feels like a Wednesday. Tired. Got here at 3:30 this morning.
Did you?
And I did. It's one of those.
Why?
One of those cycles of life, Paulie. They happen, right? The good, you ride the wave. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it may be. You just ride the wave, and you take what the day gives you. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Benjamin Higgins. He is now officially in his 50s. How was your birthday?
It was over after the show yesterday.
That was it.
Much. Yeah, it was a great it was a great birthday weekend celebration, but as soon as the show ended, life returned to normal very quickly.
Always does.
I had a Monday that I had to deal with plumbing emergencies, car emergencies, Costco, eating leftovers at home, and then going to bed. It wasn't necessarily like a birthday bonanza celebration on the actual day of the birthday. I had plenty of things going for me over the weekend. I felt good about my birthday, and I want to thank everybody, all the tier ones once again. I tried to at least like everybody. There was no way I could respond to everybody. I mean, trying to look at all the messages on Twitter and Instagram and everyone. I tried to at least like everyone that I saw, but it was I got so many that I still have work to do to get back to everyone.
I responded to a lot of the Instagram messages for you with a heart.
Thank you.
Because I know that you don't go look at those. So I saw them. They were rolling in. I was just heart.
Perfect.
You're welcome. Again, just another thing that I've given you for your birthday. Just add it to the pile of gifts.
A great gift.
Thank you. You got your kid all squared away with his car.
Yeah, there's something you had to chewed through the coolant line, apparently. Wasn't at least like a devastating problem, just a couple $100 to fix, but now we got to figure out what's chewing through things in our driveway.
Yeah, who is chewing through
neighbors,
things?
Perhaps, I don't know.
Man, that is true. That's usually how it goes. You know, when your 50th also was on a Monday, you're like, how good could this really be at the end of the day? Like, how good could it really be? It's still a Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah.
I worked today. Like, you took time off your second job. What were your leftovers that you ate
from the party? Yeah, no. We brought the party leftovers from Saturday and had tacos and nachos. It was nice. That was good.
Paulie and I were absolutely in tears yesterday because after the show ended, we went into the production studio to record our promo, which is, hey, coming up on Tuesday, did the Padres do anything? And then Ben, the kickoff of the Aztec season. So we go in to record that. Paulie's getting some podcasts uploaded and getting dialed in, and Ben's phone rings. And I give Paulie the old elbow. And we should have run tape on it. We actually should have hit record. That's on us to not do it.
We were right there.
We were right there.
All we had to
do was hit record. And so when his phone rang and he answered it in our presence, I elbowed Paulie, like, all right, listen. And it was your son, Jack. And it was straight up like, hello? Yep. Oh, yeah. Just finishing up. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I'll, 4 minutes. Yeah, for 4 or 5 minutes. Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah. Pick you up. We'll go to Costco. All right. Sure. All right. Love you. Bye. It was quintessential Ben Higgins. And I'm like, we've got to get this on tape.
It was like you were performing.
Yes, it was like we have to get this on tape at some point so you guys can hear. I think the word, like, it's almost like he's panicked to get a phone because I think what you're afraid of too is like, hey, yeah, the guy called about the car. He also said I have 4 flat tires that need a new engine. Like, I think you want to get off the phone so you don't get any more bad news.
I also don't want to be rude.
That's
and you guys
rude.
Are in the room, and I don't want to have a big conversation and take forever when we're trying to get done and get our promo done.
I don't believe
I'm trying
you.
to move things along a little bit.
No. I don't believe you because that's how you talk to me on the phone as well. It's just the most.
Well, I'm talking to you. I probably don't want to be rude to someone else. So
no,
I'll
get you in your car.
Along.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm a little better in the car. When I'm trapped and
okay.
I have a little more time.
It's a good question in here. Did Tony Gwynn Jr. text you happy birthday?
No.
Ooh.
Just being honest. Got a nice one from Matt Scraby.
That's
last night after their show.
Okay. What other big celebrities, local celebrities, did you get a text from?
I think not a lot. Just Mud Grant texted me.
Very
Obviously,
sweet.
Most of the celebrities
did the video.
Were on the video. So, yeah, that was Corey Stewart.
Oh, of course, huge local celebrity.
Yeah, Darren Smith got a text from him.
His video.
Buddy Black
so
texted me.
Buddy
that was
Black
nice.
Is elite.
That was
awesome.
nice.
That's elite, you
Yeah,
guys.
he was listening to the show yesterday morning and
Good morning,
said,
buddy.
Good morning, buddy.
Said, what did he say? Go get that massage.
He is obsessed with he really liked my massage story. Now your massage story.
Maybe he only listens at a certain time
for massage.
Like
updates.
he only listens to Foreplay, where you've talked about a massage. You got Ben a massage yesterday at this time.
He's like,
Maybe
is that
he's in
all
his
these
car right
guys
now.
talking about is massages? Jesus.
Stick to sports, you idiots.
These guys get rubbed down more than my old players used to. What do they do? They talk on the radio. What are they getting all these massages for?
Yeah. In the chat, Bee's Knees says, Buddy Black is one of us. Yeah, you'll soon see it at Bud Black 7394 in our YouTube stream.
If he ever shows up in the chat, we're done. I mean, we are done. I do not want you in this YouTube chat. I don't want you to see the depravity. Right?
I say depravity, but I also say banal. So
yeah, no, you say
I say banal. You say banal. That's right.
You say banal. I say banal.
All right,
You say either.
Depravity.
Depravity. I like it. Speaking of depravity,
you say tomato.
I say tomato. You say banal. I say banal.
Tomato, banal, banal.
Let's call the whole thing off. Can you imagine? He's writing lyrics. You say banal. We're not doing that. We're not doing. Why? It's perfect. I say banal. She says banal. Freaking dead, dude. Speaking of depravity, let me share with you guys the depravity that I deal with on a nightly basis. This is one you guys part of the reason I got up at 3:00 in the morning. The actual insane asylum that I live in. So my son, Bo, who I love so much. I've told you guys many, many, many times in the tier ones, and I know a lot of parents can relate to the food problems that you have with your children. I love watermelon. Great. Here's watermelon. I don't like watermelon. I love turkey. Here's a turkey sandwich. I don't eat turkey sandwiches. Oh, okay. Do you like blueberries? I love blueberries. Here's blueberries. I don't want blueberries. It happens 50 times a week. So you just kind of roll with the punches. My son is now recently back into the turkey sandwich. So yesterday, he and we go down to Stater Brothers, grab some fresh sliced turkey. He likes it shaved. Don't we all? Bring it home. And I want to engage he and his brother in doing more around the house. Like, hey, dude, time to make lunches. You don't really have to do anything. I just need you to be there.
Present for the process.
Present for the process. You're not going to sit on your ass and watch me make your lunch. Get up here. Help me get the chip. Like, do something, right? I'm working on this as a father. And you do get into those ruts and those grooves where you're like, you're in my way. I'll just do it. But last night, I said, come on up here. We're going to make your sandwich. So I had made him one the night before. I opened his lunchbox. It looked like a Wolverine got at it. I go, did you even eat this, or did you give it to a Wolverine at lunch? And it was just like scattered everywhere. And I go, did you actually eat it? He goes, yeah, I loved it. I go, all right. He goes, I just don't like the crusts. I said, okay, I'll cut the crusts off. If I cut the crust off, will you eat the whole sandwich? He goes, yes. I said, okay. So we're in the kitchen last night, and we're whipping up a turkey sandwich, a little mustard, a little provolone, shaved turkey. Cut the crust off. Each crust has a little sliver of turkey and cheese and mustard. It's all. So I cut the crust off, and I cut the sandwich in half and put it in the lunchbox. You know what he says to me? Ooh, can I have those? I love that part. the extra crust.
He likes the crust when they're
I took a picture.
Detached.
Look at this. So I took a picture.
He wanted that part.
Yes.
After asking you and watching you cut off.
I don't like the crust. Cut them off. Now, can I eat
the
them
crusts.
once you've cut them off?
I looked at him. I go, you don't like the crust. He goes, no, I like this part. I go, what do you think that part is? He goes, the crust. I go, why won't you eat it on the sandwich? He goes, this is just different. I go, it's not. It's the same. I just cut it off the sandwich you saw me make. This is the level of insanity, you guys, that I'm dealing with. This is why my hair is turning white. What was that?
Oh,
that was
that
wild.
was weird.
Oh,
it's still here.
It's back.
Like it's like the start of Independence Day when the aliens are coming down and
I don't think anybody else
interrupting all the
can hear that. I feel like
communication around the planet. Yeah,
I think it's only in our heads.
is it
Okay.
just in our heads?
Well, so I looked at him as he proceeded to take those crusts and shovel them, and he ate every single one of those crusts. You see, you got a little mustard. You see, you got a little turkey on there. He goes, oh, I love this part. I go, what do you mean you love this part? I just cut these off for you, and now you eat them, but you won't eat them. I go, let's say you did the how you eat your sandwich like a rabid squirrel at school. I go, what part do you think's left over, dude? What does it look like? It looks like this. You just ate that. Just eat it in your lunch. Ben, I'm banging my head against the wall.
People are insane about food. I've got a story to go with that. So last year, playing golf with my buddy Scott, his friend Michael comes along with us. And after the round, we go for some pizza. And Michael's our age, doesn't eat the crust on his pizza. I go, why aren't you eating the crust on your pizza? He goes, I just don't like the crust on the pizza. And I go, it's it's perfectly done. People sometimes don't eat the crust.
Sure.
And I said to him, if I had brought you a basket full of crusts before the meal, warm crust, just put them in a basket, you wouldn't be able to stop eating them. And he had to acknowledge, you are absolutely right. If they brought those pizza crusts on their own in a basket before the meal,
with a ramekin of marinara
to dip in, you would eat every single one of them and ask for more. But because it was attached to the pizza, you no longer want to eat it, and you leave it there on your plate. And he goes, you're absolutely right.
Ben, I'm losing my mind here, man. I'm losing my mind. The best part was when his eyes lit up as I and I took the sharpest knife I had. I got down to I got down to a very fine, I cut it perfectly so he'd get the most surface area of the sandwich that he could get. And I sliced it so finely, so delicately, all the way around the sandwich. The way his eyes lit up when that pile was sitting there, and he's like, ooh, can I have those? I go, what do you mean, can you have those? You're supposed to eat it on your sandwich. Are you insane? Insanity. I always call it, you guys remember the movie Stand By Me? When he's like, except for the loony up in Togus is the name of the nut house. I'm like, this is Togus. I live in Togus. You guys are going to send me to Togus. Last night for dinner, it's one of the 3 things they will eat. I take some grass-fed ground.
People are hearing that in the chat too.
I'm skeeved out.
I'm working on it.
What is it?
I don't know what it is, but
sounds like somebody's sneaking out a fart.
Behind the scenes, twice now in the last week, one of our engineers has texted me in the afternoon. I'm at home, and they go, "Hey, some of the other shows are complaining about a whistling sound.
A theremin. Someone's playing a theremin.
Like a theremin, yeah.
Some sort of a sound in your headset. Have you ever heard that?" I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I've been on for 4 hours each day. Like, haven't heard any of that. That must be the sound that they're talking about.
It sounds like a theremin.
Air coming out of a balloon, Elisa says, a little bit like that. Yeah, that was weird.
Squeaky fart.
It's weird.
Different.
I was just wondering, I think I may have been a weird kid because I never minded the crust. I wouldn't say I liked it. Like,
I ate my sandwich.
I didn't seek out the crust, but I ate the sandwich it was.
I wouldn't eat the heel.
But I saw kids like in elementary school when they pulled out their lunches, they would have the crust cut off. And I always thought, I'm like, that just seems like a little much. Like, what?
You're like, easy. You're so soft.
Does crust really have
the crust?
Is it a texture thing? Does it really have a taste?
Not if you eat it after your dad cuts it off. There's clearly nothing wrong with it. But so anyway, I make last night. It's one of 3 things they'll eat together. I get the grass-fed ground beef. I brown it in a pan, a little salt, a little pepper. I then take a little bit of rice, put it on the bottom, ground beef on top. Then I take the ketchup, and I do 2 ketchup eyes and 1 mustard smiley face. That's their. It's just ground beef. Hey, Taylor goes, "What are you making?" I go, "Ground beef." He goes, "Ugh, I hate ground beef." I said, "You don't, but that's fine." Okay. I go, "What do you want for dinner?" He goes, "Nothing. I don't want to eat." I go, "We're now at the point. Guess what? Fine. You're not eating." So I go to Bo. Bo, do you want mustard smiley or ketchup smiley? Taylor goes, "Oh, is that ground beef?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, I want that." I go, "You just said you don't want it. You just said I don't want ground beef." So you can see why your boy is a little bit.
Sounds like you have a communication issue. Like he
So
doesn't
many.
know exactly what you're talking about when you describe things.
I need to come up with like a cute name.
Possibly, yes.
Who wants the mustard and ketchup smiley meat? You know, like I don't know what to do, dude.
What would
They're
happen if
nuts.
you?
I live in Togus. My house. I'm gonna get a sign that says Togus. Check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. Togus.
What would happen if you bought a fresh loaf of bread, removed every piece in the middle, and just took the butt pieces and then made that the sandwich?
The heel sandwich.
Would your child spontaneously combust?
Both of them. Taylor would throw it. Bo would look like you let the air out of a tire and just sink to the ground in tears. Just. By the way,
like this is your brain on drugs.
By the way, I at that age would have done the same thing. I hated the heel. My grandfather used to literally force me to eat the heel of the bread, and I would. I don't want it.
Well, let me ask you, because there's a couple of ways to handle this. I didn't love the crust, but I ate it. But I would make sure that I had just a little bit with every bite, so it wasn't overwhelming. I wasn't left with just a big crust piece at the end. Or if I really wanted to, I would kind of go and start with eat with the crust, so then I have just a nice fluffy sandwich left, one way or the other. That was the way I did it. But I never wanted to leave myself
just like nibbling around
all just like a big crusty piece at the end, because that would be the worst last bite. I like my last bite to be a really good bite.
Yeah,
so
me
I
too.
make sure the lesser bites come earlier in the sandwich process, so that I'm left with some really good bites at the end that have a lot of filling, not a ton of crust.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, they haven't. You saw how Taylor ate Bo or Taylor, I can't even remember which one, ate the hot dog the other day from the top, like a piece
Corn
of
on the
corn.
cob.
Somebody in the chat here, KJD718 Woods, you're stressing me out. My daughter turns 2 on Thanksgiving. So far, she eats anything we eat. That's not gonna last. Taylor ate everything. I was like, and I would cuddle him and go, "My little eater. I'm so glad I got a little eater. He eats anything Daddy makes."
When they're babies, we feed them the worst.
The worst of the worst.
Like,
and they're like
mushy peas, mushy sweet potatoes.
They suck it all down.
It's cold,
yeah,
and it is disgusting. Baby food just looks like the most disgusting thing.
They suck it all down.
And they just eat it all. Like the worst
man.
looking stuff. And then all of a sudden, like whatever age it is, 2, 2.5, boom, they won't eat anything. It's just instantaneous.
I'm telling you, it's like, it's truly like nothing I've ever seen. Every day I'm surprised more and more. And you think, I got this clocked now. Now we got a good routine. I got this clocked. I know them. They know me. They know what pushes my buttons. I know what pushes theirs. I got this thing down. And then all of a sudden, this dude wolfing down crust like it's the best thing. Like I just made him, piping hot chocolate chip cookies. He's, eating the crust. I got to take a picture of his Wolverine sandwich for you guys. You guys will lose your mind. You're like, what did you do? Did you just shred that with your hands? It looked like he rolled it around in his hands.
Does the school make them take back what they don't eat? Because if I didn't like something when I took it to school, I'll just throw it away. It's like, never see it again.
They can throw it away.
They can throw it away, but he doesn't. He puts it back in his lunchbox and brings it back home.
Wants to make sure that you saw that he did.
Yeah. Now if he was smart at all, he could just take the whole thing, dump it. If he didn't want it, just dump it in the garbage can. And
I ate it, Dad.
Dad, I crushed it.
Thanks for the sandwich, Dad.
It was amazing.
It was great.
Ate
you
the
just
crust
throw it away.
and everything.
Isn't that what we did when we were children?
He Wolverines it and leaves me with all the sloppy mess to clean up. But again, you're just surprised every day of your life. And then it never gets easier. You know, you're telling me yesterday, your son is like, Dad, my car started smoking. It just never ends. Bro.
Angelo says, my 12-year-old won't even eat the crust on a Pop-Tart. That's pastry.
God,
That's delicious
man.
pastry.
I'll give you this. That's maybe the worst crust there is.
Pop-Tart
crust is doesn't have enough frosting. I'm kind of with your 12-year-old.
It's still a buttery pastry, though.
Yeah, it's a little dry. It really is a little
You're
dry.
so spoiled.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. Well, that's it. I love my kids very much. If you couldn't tell, I do love them. I laugh constantly. They are a source of entertainment for me. But holy smokes, man. I live in Togas. I need to get a Togas t-shirt. That's where I live. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the loony up it.
There it is again.
Why does the volume go down? Are you controlling that? No?
I'm not doing anything.
It's actually creeps me out a little bit.
It's
it
weird.
does feel like aliens are trying to communicate.
I sent the clip over to our engineers already, and they said, yep, that is the sound we've been trying to identify.
And people can hear it on the radio, which is very weird. I wonder if they can hear it on the stream.
They can hear it on the stream. I don't know if they can hear it on the radio.
So you people listening on the radio, you already know that we're insane, and now you think we're really insane. But there's a really high-pitched, alien-sounding theremin going on in the background.
It hears you. You're upsetting it. Oh my God, Woods, don't turn around.
Alien, are you listening? Send me a sign. Can you go attack the Los Angeles Dodgers right now? Thank you. I will submit to you.
I'm going to set the menu for the show if we are back.
I just set the menu. Crust, ground beef, mustard, ketchup.
Perhaps the alien wants us to talk about the Cowboys losing on Monday Night Football. I wasn't planning on spending too much time on that, but
that was boring.
We do have the start of college basketball season, including the legend himself, as we always do at the start of basketball season. Steve Fisher is going to be with us. We'll let you know when and where. When we come back, set the menu and get started. Talk about some Padres news as well. Some more opt-outs, opt-ins to contracts yesterday. Get you updated on all of that coming up next after our first check of traffic with Kelly Danick, Ben Woods, Paulie on a Tuesday morning on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Might I recommend to our new visitors, head just 7 minutes from downtown and waltz in, and
just
you can
7 trillion miles from your home.
But 7 minutes from downtown San Diego. You're gonna love the concept of California style blackjack. You're gonna love Pai Gow. You're probably gonna understand baccarat much quicker than we will. And Texas Hold'em, don't know if you guys have the patience or time for it, but it can be a lot of fun.
Oh, they come from faraway galaxies for the Kung Pao chicken at 7 Mile Casino on the 24/7 players menu. Check it out for yourself any time of day. Hey, it's Tuesday at 6:24. They're open. They got their tables open. You can order food right now if you're coming off the night shift.
Yeah.
I always like to remember there's nurses, people who work overnights that don't just necessarily want to go right home and go to bed. 7 Mile Casino is a great place to go hang out for a while before you kind of settle down for the day or whatever it is. Plus, the beautiful patio is open right now. You can look out onto San Diego Bay. It's just gorgeous and no long drive necessary out into the East County. Just hop on the 5, get off at E. You're on Bay Boulevard already. You're pulling into the parking lot and playing at 7 Mile Casino. Check it out today. It's just 7 minutes from downtown.
right, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort. Now open.
Neither.
Let's call the whole thing off.
If you met someone that said, I'd like a tomato and mashed potatoes, I think I am getting up and walking out of the restaurant that night.
You're not
right?
just going to shrug it off.
I'm not shrugging it.
Some people say
But
potato.
no, they do not.
No, they do not.
No, they didn't. No one's ever said tomato unless they're doing a bit. Ooh, tomato.
Or they're British.
The British.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Louis Armstrong?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's,
Just gargling
Louis
razor
Armstrong
blades.
and Ella Fitzgerald.
Do you say neither or neither? I think I say neither.
I say neither.
Neither.
That one I actually do think I go back and
I
forth
may
on.
vacillate. I may.
You say Vaseline?
I think I do both. Neither of us.
No, it's neither. Neither of us. Neither of us.
That
I don't know.
one, Neither.
can go
I think I
either
do
way.
both. I think I do both.
Make a decision. Stick
Ne-
with it.
neither here nor there.
Neither. Yeah, neither.
Neither.
No,
Neither.
neither here. Neither here nor there. I think I'm a neither guy.
Hmm.
More than a neither. It's interesting.
Either or either.
Ooh.
You say either.
I say,
either.
either or. I don't say
Either
either
or.
or.
No, either or.
Either of us.
But you say neither instead of neither?
I think so.
It's the same word. With an
I
N.
know.
With
With
an
an
N.
N. I know. It's weird, right?
Oh,
Very strange.
I don't want to think about it.
It's going to drive
actually
me
kind
crazy.
it's kind of bothering me.
I know.
Got a new surprise free agent just hit the market. We'll let you know who it is coming up. First, this hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by IHOP, introducing the IHOP value menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your Happy Plates with the $6 IHOP value menu, available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. All right, coming up on the program, we
We
have.
just confused the aliens to no
Of course
end.
I
They
have.
have no idea.
I hear him
Oh.
again. Now that one sounded like a bomb dropping.
That is.
That was me.
Oh, Paulie's now messing with us too.
Oh, you sucker.
Just don't mess with us,
Please.
because that was very legitimate. In
It
our
was.
first
The
segment.
first two
It
were
was.
totally real. That
Yeah.
one,
Totally
that
real.
one was
That was all right.
totally
That was
real.
me. Scared me.
Steve Fisher, the legendary San Diego State basketball coach, the architect of one of the greatest turnarounds in sports history, of the probably worst college basketball program in America that has gotten all the way to the championship game now, always joins us to start the basketball season. He will be with us at 7:35 this morning. Can't wait to talk to Coach Fisher.
Always.
It's always just such a pleasurable conversation. We will have our Padres Smörgåsbord in the 8:35 hour with Robert Suarez opting out as expected. We'll talk about the bullpen and how the Padres may set it up, how the new manager, who we still don't know who that is, could set up and what he's got to work with going into next season. So some bullpen talk in our Padres Smörgåsbord. Plus, we've got our regular features like Take on Woods, Don't Do This, and the Reindl Report. And don't forget, Biggest Fan coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, chance to qualify for the night in the Odyssey Suite. But let's check traffic, and then we can get into some of the other opt-outs and the news. The new free agent just hit the market, according to Jesse Rogers, about 30 minutes ago. That's coming up next on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Well, good news. Westbound 905 has cleared that accident at the northbound 805 connector ramp, so speeds are improving there. And heading out of the South Bay, northbound 5 before H Street, reports of a stalled car in the center divide. Tow truck is still on scene of this solo vehicle accident. Woodside Avenue and Riverford Road in the Lakeside area. Apparently, this vehicle wound up in a ditch. So, yeah, with lots of activity going on there. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Saw the big names yesterday that opted out. None were surprises. Alex Bregman, Cody Bellinger, Edwin Diaz, all on the free agent market, none of which I'm expecting the Padres to pursue heavily in the offseason. Did see that Wandy Peralta opted in
buddy.
to another $4.65 million for next season. Didn't have a bad year last year, by the way. Had a pretty good year for the San Diego Padres in the bullpen. So I don't necessarily see that as bad news.
It's not. Top 10, I think, at the end of the year in ground balls. Like, the guy can get you a grounder. I know it's not always the most pleasurable viewing experience, but at the end of the day, a lefty was throwing hard last year, man. He really was, and got the ground balls for us, got us out of some jams. I think was it $4 million?
4.65, I think.
That's nothing, dude.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Welcome back, Wandy.
He has a good, solid first half of the season, and he could be a trade candidate somewhere as well. He's got some value. Had a decent year last year.
Always looking to trade guys. I get
Robert Suarez opting out, as we mentioned, but the surprise this morning, according to Jesse Rogers, Cubs lefty Shota Imanaga is now a free agent. The team rejected an option to extend his contract out to a 5th year. That triggered his ability to exercise a $15 million player option for 2026. So he declined that, which makes Shota Imanaga, a fly ball pitching lefty, now a free agent on the market. Very similar, and I saw our friend Tommy on Twitter pointed out, kind of very similar to one Nick Pivetta last season, a fly ball pitcher who moved to Petco Park and went and became one of the top starters in the National League, working with Ruben Niebla in San Diego. And there is certainly some thought that he would be an interesting fit for a Padres team that needs starting pitching next year.
I don't know. Does this feel to you like, why would the Cubs reject that?
Well, I don't know what the price tag was on their extension. I just know that triggered his option for 15, which seems a little light for what he was. I mean, he was an early Cy Young candidate, pitching well early in the season, kind of fell off a little bit.
Got hurt, I think.
Got hurt, yeah, at some point. Maybe they have health, concerns about extending him, and I'm sure teams will do their due diligence, but that was a name that I wasn't necessarily expecting to hit the free agent market this offseason.
I tweeted, yeah, good. Dodgers have found their April through June bulk guy. He can go in and make starts when Glasnow's knee hurts or Blake Snell's elbow hurts, and you go from there, and he eats up the majority. Imagine that rotation of Yamamoto, Ohtani, Imanaga,
Snell, Glasnow.
Pretty solid.
I was going through, ESPN had listed their top 13 free agents and the teams that might be, good fits. I wasn't shocked. The Padres were not really mentioned in any of them.
What list was this?
This was ESPN's top 13 free agents for the offseason and what teams seemed like a good fit. And they kind of jumped around the league quite a bit. Giants would be good here. Cubs would be good here. This guy, might be interested in going to the Phillies or something. The only one that the Padres were mentioned for was Dylan Cease. And that was not even as the top choice. It was like another team that might be interested. Oh, the Padres and any other contender in bringing back Dylan Cease. But the expectation right now around baseball is the Padres will not be players at the top of the market when it comes to free agency. At least that's the expectation.
Yes. Just what I wanted to hear.
AJ Preller often defies the expectations of baseball. In fact, he does it every single time. So I don't know how much credence to put into one website's opinion of how free agency will look this offseason.
Well, I mean, he didn't go crazy in free agency last year either.
No, he waited deep into free agency before really adding Nick Pivetta, who was his biggest free agent splash. Turned out to be a great signing.
So somebody in the chat says his salary, Imanaga's, was going to jump from 13.5 to 20.5 for the next two. So they have decided they are going to move on from Shota. There's been rumors of Dylan Cease to the Cubs for a while. Wonder how that fit would be. But yeah, I think Dylan Cease, Scott Boris guy, is going to cost a pretty penny. Somebody in the chat said, we should get Yu Darvish to recruit Shota Imanaga. If you want him to go to another team, then yes, I would say have Yu Darvish start to recruit Shota Imanaga. It would be the second time he's recruited Shota Imanaga. I think Yu was responsible for him going to Chicago, Seiya Suzuki going to Chicago, Roki Sasaki going to LA, Shohei Ohtani going to LA, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto going to Los Angeles. So Yu Darvish, excellent pitcher, Hall of Fame caliber.
Maybe take his phone away.
Maybe I don't want him recruiting anyone ever to come play for the Padres.
They all worship him, though.
They literally
are they intimidated by maybe the idea of playing with Yu Darvish? Because every single one of them they worship the ground that Yu Darvish walks on.
Not enough to play with him.
They don't want to play with him.
I mean, I was a recruiter. Can I say this? I'm 1,000 times better recruiter than Yu Darvish is. We're not even in the same stratosphere. Yu Darvish could not hold my telephone as far as it he's a much better pitcher, but that's where it stops. I'm a much better recruiter.
You know who the best,
much better.
You know who the best recruiter is?
Money.
Ben Franklin.
Yeah, 100%.
Lots.
I think you said Ben Higgins.
Lots of cash. That is always the best recruiter in Major League Baseball free agents.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did get Yuki Matsui, the one ineffective split finger in baseball. Everyone's like, the splitter. Oh, my God, learn the splitter. I'm like, we have a guy who throws a splitter. They tee off on him. He's now late inning blowout Yuki Matsui. So, yeah, there you go. Shota Imanaga would be a nice but here's the thing with the San Diego Padres, Ben, there's not too many starting pitchers that are going to come up on the wire that you don't go, he'd be a great fit here. We are desperate for starting pitching. Desperate.
It doesn't even have to be top of the rotation starting pitching. They just need
pitching.
Yeah. So, you've got to consider just about everybody that's out there. And there are, again, we went through some of the names last week. There are starting pitching names out there. Not everyone's going to get a Brinks truck in the offseason. There will be some additions the Padres will make. There's no doubt about it. The question is, what level is it going to be? What names, could potentially surprise us this offseason that the Padres pursue?
Somebody in the chat said Cubs trying to be small market team. I honestly think they're going to spend. I think they're actually going to. They let Imanaga go to be able to spend more money on a Dylan Cease. I really do. I think that's maybe a better fit for their ballpark than Shota was. But again, we'll see. I know they drafted him many years ago. And hey, listen, say what you want. It was a crap season for Dylan Cease. I think he'd be the first one to tell you. But guy's going to bust you 200 strikeouts, 180 innings. It's extremely valuable these days. Extremely valuable.
I want to pivot for a second. Yesterday, if you were listening to the program, you heard a discussion about San Diego State football attendance with our resident Aztecs alum, Paul Reindl, taking a pretty spicy take on why San Diego State's having trouble filling Snapdragon Stadium. And you talked about, I thought very well about the ceilings of college football in the Mountain West and what you're actually playing for, the haves and the have-nots of college football, certainly the pricing for tickets, and why is it that they can fill Viejas Arena tonight for a November game against Long Beach State, but they can't fill Snapdragon Stadium 6 times a year for college football games?
It's tough when you compare like football and basketball at San Diego State, because San Diego State, you can get a San Diego State, Gonzaga, just powerhouse collision, a crazy atmosphere. You're going to get some good games. San Diego State, like in football, college football has just evolved entirely to where it looks like 2 different sports. Not even like football anymore. Like if you watch San Diego State, Fresno State, and then you press the button on your remote and flip over and you got Alabama, Georgia, like those are not the same sports that are being played. It's just not. It's a totally different environment. Nothing on the West Coast does anything to move the needle in college football except for maybe Oregon.
In baseball terms, San Diego State basketball feels like Major League Baseball. San Diego State football feels like AAA or AA baseball compared to the top product that you can get. Fair?
Yeah,
that's that's
no
the issue.
Fault of the athletes. I feel really bad for them when we have these conversations or people aren't showing up to their games, because all we can say is, hey, you got to win. Well, they are winning and they're still not selling tickets.
Yeah, they're winning in dominating fashion.
And even if they host and win the Mountain West Championship, I said yesterday, who cares?
Yeah.
And I say that a little bit tongue in cheek because it's still a great achievement. I understand that. And it means a lot to the players and coaches and everything. I get that.
That's they're eating the meal that's in front of them, right? That's all that all they can do is play the schedule that's in front of them, win that schedule, and play as hard as they can and as well as they can.
Now, is it going to get so much better when they move to a new conference and then they get Oregon State?
They bodied Cal, an ACC team, earlier this season. They shut them out 34-0. That's a team in a Power 4 conference.
Yep.
So they've shown they can play against at least lesser teams on that level. But it brings me to really pointed quote yesterday from the coach of the Wyoming Cowboys, Jay Sawvell, whose team just came in and got their butts beat at Snapdragon Stadium on Saturday. And he was talking to reporters in Laramie yesterday. And here's what he had to say. He said, a game like Saturday night makes you appreciate being in Wyoming. That's a beautiful stadium. They have a really good team. And they had a promotion the other night where you come dressed as an empty seat because there was nobody there. That showed as much as anything. There was nobody at that game. Ouch.
It's the first time in history anyone has ever said, I'd rather be at Wyoming. He actually continues. Sean Lewis, great dude, really good coach. They got a very good football team. There was a minute I looked at the crowd right before kickoff, and I'm like, I feel bad for these guys. That's why I like coaching here in Wyoming. Now, again, I think somebody said the entire state of Wyoming is 600,000 people. The entire state.
They average about 22,000 per game, which is more than San Diego State is,
no doubt,
at their 25,000 seat stadium in Laramie.
But you're in Laramie. So it's kind of a bigger, we've got pro sports here. They have no pro sports in the entire state of Wyoming. Laramie, Wyoming football is probably it. So
and you probably get tickets for next to nothing.
Yeah, probably
for a Wyoming game, compared to what San Diego State is charging.
So listen, I'm not making excuses. There needs to be more people at the snap. There's no question. And we said at the beginning of the year, like if you if you win, Ben, your whole hypothesis, my hypothesis was you need to market your program. And yours was, well, you need to win games. Well, they're winning games and people still aren't coming. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time, certainly, but to have the opposing coach who actually just got his ass kicked up and down the field be like, man, that place sucked. I'd rather be in Laramie is weird. That's a weird comment. It's a weird comment.
It stings a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't take it personally. I didn't go to San Diego State,
but
I love San Diego sports,
yeah.
and I feel pride for our teams. I want Sean Lewis to do well. They're doing well this season, but the fans have not responded yet. There's still lots of seats left for that Boise State game in 2 weeks.
Kurt Kenny actually put it in his article, and this is crazy, man. Paulie actually went and looked this up too. Fewer than 300 tickets, all on the visitor side, are at the lowest price point of $62.55, which is that's a good price to pay. Prices for the other tickets immediately jumps to $115, $156, $180, $209, and $298, which is really pricey. And I think that's what I've seen most people complaining about is the price of the tickets. Now, you painted yourself into a corner. You went and you got a loan and you built this stadium, and you got to pay that loan back at some point. Just kind of the opinion, man, of like, get people in the door, get asses in the seats, and let them buy things, let them buy concessions and whatnot. And
do you have to just eat it for the first?
I think you just have.
I
don't know. You can't expect to make your money back.
The last thing I want is for the San Diego sports team to look at this, the scene to look at this and go, we can't do anything bold ever again because it's bit San Diego State in the butt.
It's exactly what's going to happen.
But the plan, JD Wicker, the plan was they were going to move to the Pac-12 with, the real Pac-12.
Yeah, the real Pac-12 with USC and everybody else.
They were going to be hosting, they were going to be hosting Stanford and Cal and Washington, and Oregon was going to be coming in. They were going to move up like other teams did to the Big 12, like TCU. And if everything went well, they'd be playing big-time college football every Saturday in front of big crowds with a chance to go to big-time bowl games or the college football playoff at the end of the season. I mean, think about that. San Diego State in the Rose Bowl maybe at the end of the season. Wouldn't happen right away, but that was the progression. And then college football exploded.
What did we say yesterday? If they went out, they're looking at the LA Bowl.
The LA Bowl.
Is there Charger fatigue? Like, is there football? Is there just football fatigue in general? I think there's some. I see it. I read it on Twitter. Again, they're different. It's two total different entities. But there's a lot of people that I know that, like, I don't even watch football of any kind anymore. I wasn't the world's biggest Aztecs fan. I was a Chargers fan. They left. I don't really watch the NFL. I'm just kind of footballed out, which I totally get. There's probably a million different camps of reasons why you wouldn't go. For me, like, I haven't been to a state football game because it's not really my team that I root for. I try to get to an Irish game every other year because that's the team I root for, but I try to watch them on TV as much as I can, support the program, but I think it's hard. But how many alumni in town you said yesterday?
I think there's 500,000 living Aztecs alums in town.
It's up to the alumni to fill the stadium of the school that they went to, Paulie.
And you feel like someone must be doing something wrong for this to be happening.
It's got to be the prices. That's what everybody says.
And I don't know that's the case. I think Sean Lewis is doing things right. They try to create an atmosphere, the Warrior Walk. I mean, they do promotions, they do giveaways, they do everything that you're supposed to do to try to create a good atmosphere, a winning environment that people want to go. Is it the prices? I just don't know what the answer is. I can't say that anyone at San Diego State, if they just do this, they'd be fine. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. You're doing it with basketball.
The only thing I can speak to is like when I was with the Seals, and it was early in the team's infancy, and it's still pretty early in a new team's infancy. At one point, I was talking to players, and they're like, bro, we don't care. Like, we just want butts in the seats. I don't care how much these guys pay. They want people there rooting them on. And I, as the PA announcer that was in charge of getting a crowd, there were a couple crowds I looked around, I went, oh, God, how am I going to do this, right? Like, it was lean. But then, you put 7,000-8,000 people in Sports Arena, and it's like, it's magical. It's magical. The players played better. I was better. Everybody was better. Got to find a way to get people in there.
Or maybe Laramie's just
maybe
really
Laramie's
nice
just maybe we're missing.
I've never been there.
I've been. It's a It ain't here. That's all I'm going to say. It's not here.
Don't know.
He's the one human that's like, I'd rather be here than there.
All right, don't go away. We've got Don't Do This, Coach Fisher, all coming up. Hour number 2 of Ben and Woods next on 97.3 The Fan.
haven't heard the aliens in a while, so maybe they have moved on.
Theremin morning here
to
on
LA.
97.3 The Fan.
Maybe they moved up to LA. Oh, don't
That's
do it,
Paulie's
Paulie.
doing it.
God,
Now he's recorded
he's
it.
gonna get me
And
every
he-
time. He can throw it in there anytime he wants.
You can jack up the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. Let's see. We've got the awards season has started. We just saw the advertisement on our television. The GM meetings for Major League Baseball are next week in Las Vegas.
What do the GM meetings entail?
It's
A lot of
mostly
drinking and carousing in Las Vegas.
I think it's
Spearmint Rhino.
Mostly like you start to kind of get a sense of what all your colleagues are looking for.
Couldn't that just be on an email?
And
Like a
that's
Zoom?
or a text sets up then the big action at the winter meetings, which sometimes doesn't happen either. But
right.
the winter meetings coming up in Florida, I believe.
Yes.
In Orlando in December. Sammy Levitt will be there covering them for us.
Sammy down to Florida. I love it.
Going down to Florida. But the GM meetings conclude with the MLB Awards presentation at the Cosmo. I believe Mookie Betts is hosting. And they announced the finalists for all the awards. Give you want to go through them quickly?
Sure.
Rookie of the Year, American League finalists: Nick Kurtz of the A's, Roman Anthony of the Red Sox, Jacob Wilson
Ooh.
also of the A's.
Wilson or Kurtz? It's got to be.
The numbers would say Kurtz. 5.4 B WAR, over 1,000 OPS, 36 home runs, 86 runs batted in, and he did it in a not full season. I mean, Roman Anthony was
God.
good, but not that good.
36
Yeah,
bombs.
I think that one's pretty easy. NL, Jackie Robinson, Rookie of the Year. Drake Baldwin, catcher for the Braves.
Okay.
Caleb Durbin, third baseman for the Brewers. Cade Horton, right-handed pitcher for the Cubs. And if you look at the numbers,
we probably would have lost in 2 if Cade Horton was there.
that's true. He didn't get to pitch in the postseason, was hurt. Drake Baldwin, though, seems like he's got the best numbers. Not as convincing as in the American League with Nick Kurtz, but Baldwin's was really solid catcher as a rookie for the Braves.
Cool.
AL Manager of the Year nominees: John Schneider of the Blue Jays,
Man,
Stephen Vogt of the Guardians, Dan Wilson of the Mariners.
that's 3 really good choices right there. Now, again, these are regular season.
These are all voted on at the end of the regular season, so
Correct.
nothing that happened in the playoffs.
I've already seen Dodger fans tweeting, "We should be Dave Roberts." It's regular season. He had a gazillion-dollar pay. Put him on the Reds and see how many games he wins. Relax.
He won
You
like 25 games less than most people
Yeah.
expected in the regular season.
Oddly enough, though, I there's a little part of me that would agree with that.
What do you
I
mean?
was texting you. I think it's BS that postseason doesn't go into account for.
But then you just have to
year-long
give it to the
award.
But then you give
World
it to
Series
the-
winning manager
You
every year.
probably should.
Well,
then
then
he was the best
What's-
manager.
Then there's no point. Then it's like, okay, then the World
So
Series.
then just the World Series winning manager
Like,
wins the manager
Hang
of
on,
the year.
every year.
here's the reason. Because I texted you guys when this happened a few weeks ago. We were talking about it.
My point is they
how do
don't
you
know
watch-
that it's regular season.
How do you watch the playoffs this year and watch what Cal Raleigh did for the Mariners? And they've been neck and neck, him and Aaron Judge, neck and neck. Nobody knows who it's going to be, MVP. Aaron Judge is in Cancun. Cal Raleigh's hitting game-winning, game-tying home runs in the ALCS. That's your MVP.
Yeah, but Judge had a better regular season. It's a regular season award. They do postseason awards. Now they don't do
Kind of.
They don't do postseason manager of the year, but that
right.
would
it's
be
50-50. Here we go.
They don't do postseason Cy Young,
Yeah, postseason Yamamoto.
postseason Rookie of the Year.
Right.
But I think because of the recency bias that goes into the vote is cast at the end of the season. John Schneider won the most games. Dan Wilson did an amazing job with the Mariners, but Stephen Vogt brought the Guardians back from like the biggest deficit ever late in the season to win a division. And that's going to be fresh on everybody's minds. And
But,
the
like,
Guardians are.
last to World Series is pretty legit. Last to and
But you don't know
obviously
that.
They didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
Last to first.
Last to first is legit.
Damn good in that
If the
division.
Guardians hadn't caught the Tigers, I would have said Schneider is probably it.
I bet
Couldn't
you
the
wouldn't be
skeptics
surprised if
say,
Vogt wins
why were
again.
you in last place?
the year before. Yeah, injury. I don't know. I mean, look, if any one of those 3 guys wins it, I'll go, hell yeah, great. All 3 of those guys are fantastic.
NL Manager of the Year finalists: Terry Francona of the Reds,
Tito.
Pat Murphy of the Brewers, Rob Thompson of the Phillies.
It's going to be Pat Murphy. Patrick the Pancake Murphy.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Terry Francona, they snuck into the playoffs and surprised some people, but they only won 83 games.
Yeah.
When
But I mean,
all was said and
they
done.
won 83 games. How many did we win?
90.
90 on
Mike
the
Schilt,
nose.
not one of the
nominated.
finalists. Could have been close,
Yeah.
but did not get in the top 3.
I
I
like
think
what
Pat
Carl-
Murphy, without a doubt, to me, regular season, 97 wins,
No
most wins in
doubt,
baseball.
dude.
With that
So good.
payroll, that team, as they keep losing players and getting better, I think you have to give it to Pat Murphy.
No question.
I like what Carl says in the chat. He said these awards should be given at the end of the regular season. Just get the argument out of the way. Who
Just
deserves it?
give it
Postseason,
to 'em.
regular. Just do it right after the
Well,
regular
again,
season.
they're voted on at the end of the regular
Well,
season.
just announce them then. Then nobody has to debate.
You could. I mean, football does their awards. I believe they give them out long before the Super Bowl. They don't
Yeah,
win
probably
toss
smart.
I
awards.
think it's they do theirs the week before the Super Bowl. It's that
Is
dead
that-
week.
Cap.
In the dead week, baseball likes to really stretch.
Yeah.
They do.
Stretch.
Something to keep everybody
So you
talking
tell me
about.
they
a little
voted
baseball.
in like September. They're going to announce the awards mid-November.
Correct.
That's a little ridiculous.
That takes
Correct.
a long time to count all those votes, Paulie.
AL Cy Young finalists: Hunter Brown of the Astros, Garrett Crochet of the Red Sox, and Tarek Skubal of the
Ooh.
Tigers. All had, I mean, when you look at the numbers, remarkable seasons. Remarkable seasons. I think Skubal's going to win it again, but Crochet had
It's
255 strikeouts, over 200 innings. His B-WAR was only 0.3 behind Skubal. I mean, you can make a good argument for Crochet. Hunter Brown was really, really good, but Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
NL Cy Young finalists: Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies, Paul Skeens of the Pirates, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto of the
I
Dodgers.
love Paul Skeens. You know who I'm voting for?
You know who had the highest B-WAR, though?
Who?
Sanchez. 8,
He's so good.
compared to 7.6 for Skeens.
Free agent.
212 strikeouts for Sanchez, 216 for Skeens. Skeens had the best ERA, though, 1.97 of the group, and that probably carries the day along with just the general Skeens hype.
Now, again,
Now you include the playoffs.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is, for my money, he's the best pitcher in baseball. He's the best pitcher. I would take him over any guy that you've listed, including Skubal and Crochet. Yoshinobu Yamamoto he's the best pitcher in baseball.
Will Paul Skeens ever pitch in a playoff game for the Pirates?
For the Pirates, no, but he will pitch
Eventually,
in
he'll
many,
be on another team.
He'll pitch in many playoff games, either for the New York Yankees or the Los Angeles Dodgers, potentially the New York Mets.
All right, AL MVP finalists: Aaron Judge of the Yankees, Cal Raleigh of the Mariners, and Jose Ramirez, phenomenal player for the Guardians, who
good.
won't win. It'll come down to one of the first two, and it's really the impossible debate of award season.
They did the players vote. It was last week. I think they did the players awards where the players vote, and they gave it to Cal. So it could be a little judge fatigue, which happens. Like everybody, it's going to happen. You're going to get, and in fact, Schwarber was picked over Ohtani by the players as well. Again, there's going to be fatigue, Dodger fans. If I were you guys, I wouldn't get too upset. I would take my World Series chip and not really worry about. But I think Shohei's going to win the MVP. I
haven't decided on Cal Raleigh or Aaron Judge.
I think
Judge's numbers
are better.
I mean, quite a bit better when it comes to, like, his B-WAR was 9.7. Raleigh's was 7.3. His OPS 1,144. Raleigh's was 948, which is great. That's 200 points behind Judge.
Crazy.
Think about the difference between 200 points. The difference between 200 points is Jose Iglesias or Manny Machado.
Right.
So you're comparing Jose Iglesias to Manny Machado when
And,
it comes to OPS
and
on the
going,
two
I
players.
don't know,
And going,
who should I give it
I
to?
don't know. Jose
He
Iglesias
did catch.
I
He
mean,
did
yeah.
switch hit. Like, I get it. But I think Judge is probably the MVP.
Freddie Fermin compared to me. Oh, Freddie Fermin caught, though. It's like
Yeah.
you can't even compare the two players
200
in
points
some
is a
ways.
lot.
You're kind of reaching. I
No,
think,
it's
a
like-
little bit.
I'm not.
Iglesias had a 592.
Yeah, but you're acting
Manny
like he
was-
didn't hit 63 home runs or
Well,
whatever.
but Judge he hit 60. Judge hit 53. I mean, it's
Right.
not like Judge.
I'm just
hit
saying, Freddie
4
Fermin
home
hit
runs.
60 home runs. I don't really give a crap if he's
Well,
200 points behind Machado.
In OPS, you do. If,
You
if you're
wouldn't-
going for.
you wouldn't be if you hit that many home runs. That's just how phenomenally good Aaron Judge's season was.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Again, same thing. If they gave it to Jose Ramirez, I'd be elated. I love that guy.
Yeah.
That's those three guys for me. No losers. You could go, hey, we're going to do the first try MVP of the in baseball history, and I'd go, makes sense to me. They're all elite.
And then in the NL, obviously Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies, Juan Soto of the Mets were the three finalists. I think the only real debate is if Shohei didn't pitch, like, would you give it then to Schwarber? Schwarber's B-WAR was only 4.7. He had a 928 OPS. Ohtani's OPS almost 100 points higher at
It's Shohei,
1,014.
dude. It's Shohei.
55 homers, 56 to Schwarber. I mean, 1 homer difference there. But when you then throw in the fact that, he ended up throwing almost 50 innings with a 2.87 ERA and 62 strikeouts at the end of the regular season,
it's Shohei Ohtani.
I just don't see anyone else winning that award.
And it will always be Shohei Ohtani as long as he
We
does
say
both.
that like Michael Jordan didn't win it every year.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know why.
That's true.
Like,
But,
how did Michael Jordan not win 10 straight MVPs like in his prime?
yeah, the fatigue.
Was anybody really better than him? No.
Fatigue. Remember the Karl Malone one? Oh, okay. Karl Malone. All right. See how that
How
goes.
how good does someone else have to be to overcome the built-in advantage that
Right.
Ohtani has, though?
I mean,
I
they have to
agree with
be-
you. If an
They have to be
NL
Willie
player has
Mays,
an
dude.
historic season, there will be some Shohei fatigue, and they will want to give it to
Correct.
the
Put
other
it this way,
guy.
but
You
not
have
a
to have a
DH.
historic season.
If
You
it
can't-
was an MLB award, not National League, American League, or whatever, everybody's in, like, to
Ooh.
Judge or
Ohtani,
Raleigh.
Judge, or Raleigh.
It's
If you had
still
to pick-
Ohtani.
Still Ohtani. He pitched.
Judge had was 2 higher in WAR and 100 points higher in OPS.
Wow.
Than
it is-
Ohtani.
Maybe it is Judge.
Don't they do that in the NFL? They just do one MVP.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting debate
Yeah.
between those
The
three.
league MVP.
The overall league MVP.
All right. Is that it?
That is the awards.
All right.
Season
Not
nominees.
one Padre nominated for anything.
No.
Super cool.
When do platinum gloves go
Friday.
down?
Friday.
Friday.
And how many of those do they do?
One.
One for each position?
One
total
for
per
the whole
league.
I think one for baseball.
Not American
Not-
League.
I don't
National
even
League.
think it's American National. I think
Really?
it's one platinum glove winner. I could be wrong about that. We'll do a little research during the break here
I'll do it right now.
and confirm. But I thought it was
They do American and National.
Okay, so one
So
for each.
one
league.
each.
Okay.
Last year, your winners were Cal Raleigh and Bryce Terang.
That's sick, dude. It'll be Toddy for sure.
Has to be a there were other really good metrically defensive players in the National League.
Not like
Nolan
that.
Arenado won 6 in a row.
6 platinums. God
Yeah.
bless, dude.
2017 all the way to 2022.
Man,
God.
pretty good.
I know there's a fan vote component to it, which always kind of
That
makes me
kind of
nervous.
bums me out. Yeah.
But I don't think it's all of it. That may just be like, one element
Manny Machado won one in 2013.
Yep.
Forgot that.
with the Orioles.
Yeah.
All right, we got Don't Do This is coming up next. One day into the college basketball season, you already have an immensely embarrassing loss in the Mountain West.
Oh, and a
if you missed it last night.
beautiful touching win as well for Do This.
That is coming up next after a check of traffic. More Ben and Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, gang, let me tell you about, as I do every single day, about QC Kinetics. Many years ago, I will remember it forever. I went to swing a T-ball bat with my son Bo, who at the time was like 4 years old, and I dropped it immediately. And I went, "Oh no, there's something seriously wrong with my wrists." And I was panicked. I was getting all sorts of different braces and taping them. Paulie knows and Ben knows. We played golf together. I would be in excruciating pain, and it was not the road I wanted to travel down. Did not want to have to go get surgery. So it timed out perfectly. They asked me if I wanted to investigate this company, QC Kinetics. Went in, got the treatments, and my life is literally just through the roof since. Lifted heavier weights than I ever have in my entire life, playing baseball at a high level still, and having a blast doing it with no pain. QC Kinetics is great, using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, which is key, and relieve pain at its source. Go in there and meet with Dr. Jackson and his crew. They will take good care of you if you have joint pain. And again, I've been telling you, doing something really cool right now for Veterans Day. They're giving back to our heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment. And for every non-veteran who starts care, like, if Ben went in to start care, they're going to donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today, 619-614-PAIN, 619-614-PAIN. Once again, QC Kinetics at 619-614-PAIN.
Okay, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort. Now open.
Steve Fisher coming up at the bottom of the hour. Don't forget, all guests appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. Since 2010, visit davidpshapirolaw.com. First, though, it's time for DDT, and that is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't
leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This
Is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. All right, sponsor reads done. DDT commences. Woodsy?
I will get us started. Ben, have you ever run from the police? You're getting pulled over. You say,
Well, running in a car
Dang
and
it.
running is different. I've done
you've
neither.
never run.
But I know friends who were like at the beach party and they
and
may
then
have
ran.
had a beverage they shouldn't have had and they saw the cops coming and they all
dropped
just drop it and just run. That happens. Yes.
That does happen. Paul, you ever run from the cops?
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Three or four times.
Not via.
Really?
Not like a
Not
high
a-
speed chase or
not in a
anything. No,
vehicle.
just kids. We were like TPing a house one time.
And you just
ran.
You're
scatter.
not supposed to run. You're supposed
One time
to
we were
Just
sitting there
surrender
to wear it.
yourself to the authorities.
I did it. You got me.
We snuck into a basketball gym at City Hall, and there was a police department nearby.
That's smart.
And we were just shooting hoops. We were literally just shooting hoops, and a cop drove by, and we just decided to run. And then we got caught.
Well, the son of
If you acted like you belonged there, though, like I'm
I
supposed to
think
be
it's
here.
still trespassing.
Would the
Yeah, it's-
cop have really known though? Like
Yeah.
your running made you look suspicious. Whereas if you're just
There wasn't supposed to
there
be
playing
anybody in there.
basketball, yes, but did he know that? He
What time
probably
was it?
didn't. Think about this.
That was
Just
middle of
some
the day.
random beat cop sees some kids playing on a basketball court. He doesn't know
Well,
if you're
we were like
supposed to be there or
15.
not.
You
We
just get
knew-
scared.
We knew we weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
He stopped.
Oh, yeah, you're
Because
dead.
we had the
You're dead, you're dead, you're
we had the
dead.
door like pinned open,
open.
and we saw him drive by, and then he like stopped or like reversed, and we're like,
Oh,
bounce.
That's it.
get out the other way. So we went out the
You
other
should have
door.
you should have gone the other way and leaned in and gone, "Yay, you want to play with us? Come on. Yeah, we need another game. We need another
Got room
game."
for one more.
And then he goes, "Oh no, I gotta I'm on shift. You
Also,
guys have a
you're
good
all
time.
under arrest.
Anytime you want to come and join us, you are welcome." See, kill
there
him with
were
kindness.
There were 4 of us. 3 of us escaped easily. The 4th one, Roger, said he forgot his phone, so he just like stayed behind, and like we all got screwed. Our parents had to come pick us up.
He
the police
ratted you all
department.
out?
Oh yeah.
Roger
Oh, yeah.
ratted you all
Well,
out.
I think we might have started like they caught us, or we were starting to walk back, and like they called our moms. They're like, "Your son's fled the scene of the crime, but
Oh, my
we've got
God.
them here. You need to come pick them up." We're like, "What did we? Come on,
What crime?
Settle down."
Trespassing.
Playing basketball is not a crime.
Passing.
Well, let me get to the story.
All right.
10 minutes later. It's a can of worms I did not know was
You
going
asked.
to last 15 minutes.
Right.
But the son of former NFL star and currently plays for University of Alabama, Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. He was arrested over the weekend. The Alabama Crimson Tide on a bye. And don't know what he was doing other than when the cops went to pull him over. He punched it, and they got him going 107 miles an hour. He was arrested. He was booked in Tuscaloosa County Jail. 3 counts of reckless endangerment, 1 count of attempting to elude, and speeding. And they let him out on $1,500 bond hours after being arrested. Of course, Alabama is, quote, aware of an incident involving Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. We're working to gather more details at this time.
I do believe Kalen DeBoer has placed him on indefinite suspension, which is somewhat surprising because usually they find a way to look the other way,
Sure.
especially with a good player.
Yeah.
But in this case, there was too much out there going, we can't let you play anymore, Dre.
The football player and the high-speed chase has gone together lately like peanut butter and jelly. Not in a good way, more like peanut butter and mayonnaise. It shouldn't be happening, but it's happening far too frequently.
We already have our worst loss of the college basketball season 1 day in. Aztecs haven't even started yet, but a lot of other teams had their first games yesterday, including San Diego State, Mountain West rival and future Pac-12 rival Boise State. They opened with what was supposed to be an easy win against a D2 team.
Cupcake.
Hawaii Pacific doesn't even really count in your metrics because they're not a D1 program. I mean, you've got 360 some odd, teams ranked in the net rankings in D1. This is below that. This is D2. And somehow they lost 79-78 at home to Hawaii Pacific, a middling Pac West team. They play like PLNU in their league every single year. Point Loma here. Coach Leon Rice said, we just let them get way too comfortable, let them start making threes, and then we got desperate and completely basically, soiled ourselves in that game. Now, the odd thing is it won't count against them in the net because, those games don't count, but when they get to the end of the season and they pick NCAA tournament teams, it will be right there on their resume, and they'll look like they did lose to a D2 team. That could come back to haunt them in 4 months.
And you're in that weird spot as an Aztecs fan where you're like, ha ha,
Right.
and then you're like, great, thanks a lot. Now our conference looks like every day my conference sucks.
I still believe Boise State will be a good program this year, and so now it just adds extra motivation. Like you have to win those games.
Yeah,
now
more
if you're San Diego
pressure.
State.
Don't lose to Boise State now. That's going to be an ugly one.
There was
for
another
sure.
moment in that game. I don't know if it's a don't do this or a do this. Late in the game, right at the end, a player on Hawaii Pacific started to cramp up. He was like on the ground in pain, cramping up. And the trainers, I think they were even Boise State trainers, they like pulled him off, like dragged him off the court. I'm showing it on the stream right now. He's like, he is in pain. They're stretching him out. They're trying to get him. And they just like dragged him off the court.
oh
Get him
my
out of the
God,
way.
they did. They
Get him out of the
dragged
way.
him off.
I don't know if D2 teams from Hawaii get to travel with their own trainers every day, so you
Wow.
just got to rely on the home team's
It's
trainers.
like one of the team dads is there.
They're like, all right, we got to get this last play on. Come on.
By the way, biggest game yesterday, Arizona knocked off the defending champs, number 3 Florida, a 93-87. Of course, the Aztecs will play the Wildcats in a neutral site game, kind of neutral, in Phoenix next month. I believe it's December 20th, which, that could be a top 10 top 5 team at that point, which will be another resume builder for San Diego State.
And how about a little self-serving? Do this. On a Tuesday?
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
My beloved alma mater, one of them, the final one, Loyola University of Chicago, still processing the death of 106-year-old chaplain, Sister Jean.
So sudden.
So sudden.
So young.
When they go like that.
Did we ever find out what happened?
She was 106. She no, never found out. No.
Nope. Back.
It's her.
That's her.
Oh, is that?
Sister Jean.
She's like, you better
He's
not.
communicating from the beyond.
Darling, you best not poke fun at me. You best not. Died on October 9th, 106 years old.
Running
And,
from the police.
It was the first, Ben. It was the first game without her, right? She would sit and they would walk out and they would dap her up and as they went by. And first game without her, and they are down late until DeWilk Tavares scored 7 points in the final 18 seconds, including this game winner.
Come on.
Goes into Tavares for the win.
Dub.
It's good. And the Loyola Ramblers take down Cleveland State.
Cleveland State.
91-88.
I'll give you $20 if you can name their mascot.
The Cleveland State. Oh,
Come on.
I might have known this at some point.
I'm sure you did.
Cleveland State
They're an NFL team.
Vikings.
Yes, look at you. I'm
Wow.
not giving you 20.
Now
Now I gave you that tip.
The graphics on the screen said Loyola was up by 6 when he made that shot, and then they subtracted 3.
Right.
That must be the worst college basketball graphics team of all time. It said 94-88, and they had to hit the 3 to win.
win it.
And when they did, it said 91-88.
Right.
I don't.
Little scorer's error.
Little. It's just bad.
But they said after the game, they did the, hey, she was here with us. It was really weird walking out tonight, not having her here. We did that for Sister Jean. So hopefully the ghost of Sister Jean propels them into another, incredible
Legendary season.
Yeah. I love it.
That is Don't and Do This for a Tuesday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, speaking of college basketball, when we come back, a Ben and Woods tradition to start the San Diego State season. Steve Fisher, the architect of the program and San Diego legend and college basketball icon, will join us when we return on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, I get to tell you about SD Fat Loss. It was the way I lost 40 pounds in 60 days. I did it about 2.5 years ago. Got on the scale again this morning. I've kept all the weight off for over 2 years because SDFatLoss.com sets you up with a sustainable program that's based on real food, stuff you eat on a regular basis from the grocery store. You're not buying any shakes or bars. You're not buying any meals from them. You're preparing your own food, doing it simply. You will get coached on, what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat. You're not counting points or calories, though. It's just kind of portion sizes, and you get through it. You lose the weight fast, up to a pound of fat per day and 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. And if you start the program now, get your free consultation at SDFatLoss.com. You can lose up to 20% of your body weight before the new year, or at least like by December or January 4th. Got to get my months right. But by the time the New Year's rolls around, you'll already be a new you, thanks to SDFatLoss.com. My colleagues have went through the journey. I did it. You can do it as well. So get your free consultation, SDFatLoss.com. No injections, no exercise necessary to lose the weight. Do it today. SDFatLoss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Coming up first this hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper. Great gifts plus shipping supplies and services. Get your packages there safely. Don't miss out on the latest laptops, up to 45% off. Staples, that was easy. All right, Paulie's got Steve Fisher standing by. We will talk with the legendary head coach of the Aztecs as they get ready to start the season tonight against Long Beach State at Viejas Arena right after traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by the San Diego County District Attorney's Office. Got a few problems here. Let's start with the North County. A crash on the coastline, South 5, just past the Aliso Creek Rest area. Vehicle over the side, over the right shoulder. Southbound 15 before Center City Parkway. 3-vehicle accident in the center divide. Also, northbound 15 at Claremont Mesa Boulevard. An accident in the clearing stage in the center divide. Workers' comp fraud costs us all. Fake claims and premium scams drain $34 billion a year. That means nearly $1,000 more per worker and higher prices for everyone. Workers' comp fraud hurts us all. See it, report it, stop it. Learn more at SanDiegoDA.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 Fan.
You know, it's the timing of college basketball season works out well for us. Baseball season, World Series over. A couple of days later, start the college basketball season, and it will run until opening day. Usually is right around when the championship game is, and then it's back to baseball. So
the rhythm of life,
it
my
is,
friend.
especially here in San Diego, and joining us as he does at the start of every college basketball season, legendary San Diego State head coach Steve Fisher is back with us. Coach, such a pleasure to have you on here on 97.3 The Fan.
Gentlemen, I'm honored to be a part of your show. I feel a part of it listening to you with regularity.
It's always our favorite tradition, Coach. Number one, first and foremost, how are you doing? How is everything going for you?
The Fisher family is doing quite well. We're all doing great. Looking forward to another basketball season. Watching a little grandson grow up, and he'll turn 12 on December the 14th. So we're enjoying life. Mark turns 47 on the 11th, so we got birthdays to celebrate and a season to look forward to, and just thankful for every day.
That is so great. Let's start by wrapping up last year. Obviously, disappointing end in the first four against North Carolina. Ugly loss. A lot of time to kind of just sit on that one before the start of next season. What was your thoughts on kind of how last season went for the team?
You know, expectations are high. They're always high, and that's good. But I think we cannot overlook the fact that we were in the tournament. It didn't end the way we wanted it to. It was a tough loss to North Carolina, who was significantly better than their record indicated. But it was a good season. It was a season that There were a lot of high points. Injuries played a role in some of the things that happened to us. But I think we had a wonderful year. And, you know, when you have a program, which we now have, and we're very proud of it, expectations, you have a bar, and the tournament is the bar. We expect to be in the tournament. And that's not easy to make that tournament, but that is our goal. So that will be our goal again. And, you know, when you make the tournament, anything can happen. One and done, anything happens.
Talking to the great Steve Fisher here on Ben and Woods this morning. And yeah, you talk about expectations. And, you know, if you read through any of the preseason previews, and I know, you know, you don't put a lot of stock in that. You want to be in the gym, Coach Dutcher, you know, with his guys, and they're healthy right now, mostly. But he's got a lot of talent, right? And we always talk about having to manage that talent to make sure that everyone is pulling on the same rope for the ultimate goal, and that is, you know, to win the whole thing. What do you think the biggest challenge is going to be for Coach Dutch this season?
You hit it on the head, Woodsy. It's we've got a lot of players. We have 3 transfers that are coming from other colleges, 2 freshmen, and basically a new player, even though he's been here 3 years, and Reese Waters, who did not play at all last year. So we have 6 new players that did not play last year that are all expecting to play. And then we have another 6 that were all here last year that played a lot that are all expecting to play. So that will be the key. How well do the coaches manage? How well do the players manage? And the priority for all of us should be winning. What can I do to help the team win? And we have a thought of the day. And one of our thoughts was, when the team wins, everybody's boat rises.
Yep.
And that's everybody. So we're looking forward to the team. And that's another, we had 2 signs in the locker room. One is the team, the team, the team. And when you play for the team, good things happen. When you look up at the scoreboard, when you come out and say, well, you know, add the minutes that you were in, and, you know, that's not a healthy look, but that's there everywhere across the country. So you have to manage that. And that will be the key for Coach Dutcher, who's done it for a long time and has been able to do it, and our staff, and also the challenge for our players to do the same thing. You made the comment, pull the rope in the same direction, and you have to play for the team. And a lot of the players will give to get. There are going to be a lot of guys that play less minutes this year than did last year, but that's part of the process. When you have a lot of good players, that's what happens. And if you stay with the theme, find a way to be successful, then good things will happen for everyone.
Coach, can you come talk to my T-ball team on Sunday at like 2:30? Because they're not really, they're more me guys right now at 4 years old than team guys. And I'm trying to impart that wisdom to them, and they're just not getting it. Everybody wants to play first base, yet nobody can catch the ball. So I'm having a difficult time managing.
Well, just as long as you don't have half of them sitting in the outfield picking on the grass, you'll be okay.
Yeah, we don't allow that. All right, so we've made some progress.
Coach,
there you go.
I was trying to remember when we covered baseball, professional baseball. You've got Manny Machado, and yeah, sometimes he has a little better season, sometimes he has a little worse season, but he's already a pro. He's a finished product. In college sports, you often see big leaps from guys from one year to the next, and I was wondering, do you have anyone in mind that we, saw in the program last year that you expect to take that big jump as we've often seen?
That guy was Miles Heide. I thought he improved dramatically from the start
There's
of the year
always a
towards
lot.
the end of
There's
the
always a
season.
lot of players, but they'll show up. And Jaden Ledee was like, oh yeah, it was kind of a good sixth man. And all of a sudden, he's a Player of the Year candidate the next year when he comes back. So we see that often in college sports, especially with the Aztecs.
I think that's accurate, and everybody will be watching for that. I think you make a significant movement between year 1 and year 2. So I think you look at Todd Zagorville and you look at Farrell Compton as 2 freshmen from Vegas that both came in highly touted and both had great moments. More will be expected. More will be asked, and I think they will both be more comfortable in who they are, what their responsibilities are. So I look forward to watching them. And Magoon Guath, who is still on the injured list, but hopefully almost ready to play. he burst on the scene last year. And now where will he go from last year with great expectations at the end of the season to where he is this year? So, but I think you could go down through all the players that were here and say, okay, well, what can I see? What do I expect from them? And I think as you grow older, leadership becomes more of a factor in terms of how you lead. And sometimes it's vocal, sometimes it's just by setting an example by how you compete in practice, how you deal with frustration. All those things factor in that I'll be watching, sitting up 4 rows behind the bench, excited to see how we react and act starting tonight with a good Long Beach State team.
You know, you mentioned that, Coach, and Miles Bird was a guy last year. When he would get, early in the season, he was just the most electric player, and I know he got injured, but the competition, the engagement, like he was always there. He found a way to help dictate how the game went, even if he wasn't scoring and his shots weren't falling. He was blocking shots. He's a menace defensively. What was your assessment of Miles after the season ended last year, and how big do you expect this season to be for him?
I love Miles. Miles wears his emotions on his sleeve. He has to make sure that he's able to manage and control that. But Miles can play. He knows how to play. We lost what I thought was the best on-ball defender in America when I'm going brain dead, transferred from our place to Kentucky, played at Kentucky last year.
Yeah,
Lamont Butler. Lamont Butler was phenomenal on the ball. Miles is a guy that I think he's as good as there is in America off the ball, guarding that next defender, getting the passing lane, getting deflections, doing things that frustrate people on the other team. And he knows how to play. And he will be entering a season where there will be great expectations that he will have to help lead this team to what all of us think could be an exceptional season.
Talking to Coach Steve Fisher, got 3 home games to start the season. And then, not to look ahead or past any opponents, but you head to the Players Era Festival, November 24th. You know who they're playing? Michigan.
Ooh.
Coach, a little reunion game.
That.
Are you planning on attending? Is there anything? I mean, what are your feelings when the Aztecs go up against the Wolverines?
Well, I have 100% feeling for the Aztecs that we're going to go in
Let's go
and
Aztecs,
compete
right?
and beat them. I watched. I couldn't believe last night. I'm flipping channels like everybody was between football, college basketball, pro basketball. And all of a sudden, I see Michigan versus Oakland. And Michigan already had 100 points with about 10 minutes to go in the game. And so though they're good. I mean, they're rated, I think, in the top 10 in the country. I think it'll be a great test for us early. Looking forward to it. I don't think that I will go, but I think Mark's wife, Jill, and son, Max, will go. So I'll move into Mark's house with him, and he and I will be great fans from a distance watching, but I'm very much looking forward to that event. That was the jump start to us last year when we had a wonderful start there in Creighton and Houston victories. And it's a tough field, and it'll be a great opportunity. So looking forward to it.
Coach, and then finally, I just want to say, I don't. How many years has it been now that Dutch has been head coach? Is this his 8th season? I don't know where the time goes.
Started in 17.
So 9th season now as head coach.
I think it's starting his 9th year.
9th season as head coach of the Aztecs, and I will admit that when you stepped down, I wasn't sure. I was a little skeptical. Like, can he fill those shoes? Can you just talk about Dutch as a coach on his own and what he has done, and not only continuing the legacy, but building on it? We know that the run to the Final Four in the championship game. I've just been so impressed with the kind of person he is and how he conducts himself and how he manages his team, and just who Dutch is.
He is as good as there is. He's someone that you would want your son or daughter to play for if you were choosing, whether it's t-ball, whether it's youth soccer, whether it's major college basketball. He has all the values that a parent would want instilled in their son or daughter. And it shows. It shows in how a program is run, and he cares about everything. He cares about the kids. He cares about the program. He wants to win, but he's sensitive to individuals on the team. We've been friends, as you know, since 1988, and relationships are what life is all about. And so proud. Not many in the country had a legacy that San Diego State has, with very, very few coaches, 2 coaches in the last 26, 27 years now, unheard of in today's world.
Yep.
It's what we have, and it's a huge piece to why we're so good. He's terrific in what he does and how he does it.
Certainly is. You're terrific too, Coach. We always appreciate you coming on,
Thank you,
especially at the
Coach.
start of the season. Thank you for your time, and best wishes to you and the entire Fisher family.
Thank you very much, man. Look forward to seeing you soon. Look forward to listening to you every day. Take care.
I'll see you at the T-ball field 2:30 on Sunday.
I should be out there tonight. I'm doing live
Are you
for
going?
Channel 10
Nice.
before the game, so hopefully I'll get a chance to say hello if it happens. The timing works out well. Coach Steve
I
Fisher.
hope we can.
That would be nice.
I hope we can.
There he is.
Coach Steve
Thanks,
Fisher.
Coach. Love you, man.
Unbelievable. I don't know why he is not in the College Basketball Hall of Fame yet.
Should be.
It's a tragedy and an oversight that they have not put him in yet. I keep hoping every single year that they will see some common sense and realize what he has done, not just with San Diego State, but of course, Michigan and the absolute, legacy that he has put together in this sport and the kind of person that he is as well.
No doubt about it. Just one of my favorite traditions on Ben and Woods. We have a lot of traditions. That is top 5 for me, top 3 maybe. Having Coach Fisher on today every single year for many, many years now.
Game tonight is interesting. They're playing Long Beach State, whose coach is Chris Acker, his former assistant under Dutcher at San Diego State. So they're going to run the same defense.
It's going to be the Spider-Man meme, just pointing at each other.
Same style program, without, of course, the level of talent that San Diego State's been able to recruit and put together. In fact, one of the I think better players at Long Beach State is DeMarshe Johnson Jr., who was kind of like the 10th, 11th man the last couple of seasons for San Diego State. Wasn't good enough to crack the regular rotation, so he went somewhere else to get some more playing time, but knows the teammates well, and you will see some similarities between the two programs, and you will certainly see a team that's very motivated to try to play as good as possible for their coach Acker, as he goes back to Viejas Arena tonight to open the season, and everyone's always, geeked up and excited for the first game of the year. So it's not necessarily going to be a walkover. What was the spread though? It's like 25
26 and a half.
26 and a half. Yeah, Aztecs are huge favorites, obviously, in the game tonight.
I just when I used to bet, I just remember you just pound the under on the Aztecs for about the first 2 months of the season. Just pound it.
It's usually fair.
Yeah,
because no matter how good the offensive players are, they're always going to be a defense first program. I do think there are a lot of good offensive players on this team, especially with Reese Dixon Waters back. They have the ability to make some threes, make some shots. They won't have Magoon Guath tonight, as Coach Fisher mentioned. He's still injured. Maybe a couple of guys. I think Waters was ill last week, missed some practices, so not sure who's going to be in the lineup tonight.
Congratulations to a couple of tier ones. Just got married, Luis and Cynthia. They're on their way to their honeymoon right now.
Where are we going?
Feels real good. Have fun on your honeymoon. Each day is better than the next.
We got 2 hours to go. More Ben and Woods on the way, including Take on Woods and a Padres Smörgåsbord coming up.
All right, my friends, we are halfway home on a Tuesday. Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. Once again, thank you so much to the great Coach Steve Fisher, just one of our favorite guests and favorite human beings. And when he talks, you feel better. And I wish he was my grandfather. I wish I could call him this afternoon when I get off the air and be like, hey, Grandpa, my show's okay. I'm doing all right. Kids are kind of a pain. Bo with this crust and Taylor won't eat anything. Do you have any advice for me, Grandpa? And just to have him in the way that he does, give me advice.
You probably could.
I probably kind of want to wear him out because I'd be wearing him out all the time. I just already asked him to come coach T-ball with me. I need him out there yelling at those kids. Like, you don't always get to play every position you want.
See, I was lucky enough to go to San Diego State in 2009. So I got to see really the prime of San Diego State basketball that Coach Fisher built up. I've told the story about waiting in line for days to get tickets, and him and the basketball team would come out and pass out pizza, donuts in the morning and everything. And so now to be able to call him a friend essentially and text him, hey, can you come on the show tomorrow? And yesterday, it was in the evening, I'm sitting at my desk and my phone lights up and it says Steve Fisher. He's like, hey, Paul, yeah, I can do tomorrow. How about this time? And I'm just like, bro, for some tubby transplant that went to San Diego State, that's about as elite as it gets when that message comes through.
Was a throwback to somebody in the chat that was yelling at me and Paul for not understanding the value.
So we weren't born here.
Because we weren't, again, I'll say it again, being born somewhere is not a skill. It's just not.
You wouldn't know that based on living in San Diego.
Correct. Being born I'll say it again. Being born somewhere is not a skill. Okay? Let that sink in for a while.
Your choices should define you.
Correct.
Not
your
not where your mother was after you had gestated for 9 months.
Correct. That's exactly right. If I had a choice to be born here or where I was born, I would have picked here. My mom was born here. My grandfather was stationed here. They lived, my nanny and papa lived downtown. She gave me the address once. I want to go by. But yeah, we've had connections.
Probably a
here.
Speakeasy now or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say farm to table oven fired pizza joint. Or it's like a hostel or something down there, but it's down in that area.
Escape room.
My grandfather was in the Navy and he was stationed here. My mom was actually born right here in San Diego, so suck it. But yeah, so I just love him. He just makes me feel better when I talk to him.
By the way, Coach Fisher and all of our guests appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Why are you e-breaking me right in the middle of my story?
I
with
just
his
thought
hand
that
up.
would be a good time to just jump
Just
in
a great
with that.
time, right in the middle of my sweet story. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. I'm Woodsy, tubby transplant. Paul Reindl, also tubby transplant. Ben Higgins, formerly tubby, local.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Congratulations. Can I shake your hand?
How did you do it, man? How did you do it?
You're unbelievable.
I do perpetuate.
Yes, you do. You're part of the problem.
I perpetuate the myth that I was born here. I was not. I was born in Los Angeles.
Oh my God! I did not know that.
I only spent 2 years there, but
Dodger lover.
Dad was.
You're a
that's where I went to
Dodger,
school.
a filthy Dodger.
They were living there for a couple of years.
Think you know somebody?
I was born in Los Angeles.
This is one of the worst days of my life.
I know. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody.
You're a spy. You're the Matt Beatty of
48
San Diego.
Of my 50 years
radio.
as a San Diegan, but
everybody boo bet. Boo. You are not.
Look at the birth certificate.
Boo! So you're not as skilled as I thought you were.
Apparently I'm not.
I'm sick right now. I'm sick. Ben, Paulie, make sure you don't Photoshop him with a Dodgers hat on. You probably don't have to look far. He's probably got one somewhere. I was getting it.
His blue and white crib.
Yeah.
A stuffed Lakers doll.
If someone went
Rick Monday jersey on.
Someone hired a PI to look into my past and found my birth certificate, they would have gotten me.
Lisa wants to know, how was the parade yesterday, man? I'm sick. I'm sick with this right now. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Ben and
You're
Tommy
right. I'm
Lasorda.
agreeing with you. Not a skill.
Not a
It's
skill.
Not a skill.
Oh man, that's so good.
But
That
at
is-
least you were here for the Marshall Falk days.
I was
That's
here
right.
for the Marshall Falk.
That's
days,
right.
That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I was 4 years old, so my apologies.
Yeah, for sure. No, we love Coach Fisher and really can't wait to watch the game tonight. I mean, Aztecs basketball really is a phenomenal product, and love Coach Dutcher as well, man. He's a guy, I'd like to talk to more. I got to know his daughter, Erin, really well working at the Seals, and just going through it with her every single year at tournament time was the greatest. But so yeah, big expectations. Should be a fun one tonight. The big guy over here, Mr. LA himself, Randy Newman, aka Ben Higgins, turned 50 yesterday, and you left the studio with a bevy of different things and gifts. You got some gifts at your party. What else did you get besides what you got from Paul and I? You got the signed Eric Hosmer jersey, which is incredible.
That was amazing.
Yep.
I got some nice bottles of alcohol,
Like what?
some gin, some whiskey from people who brought us some wine. It was always an appreciated gift. You brought wine for my dad.
I did.
I didn't take that one.
I spent what would you guess I spent on the wine?
That was a $72 bottle of
It's
wine.
about an $80
Nice,
bottle
all
of
right,
wine.
very nice.
So I go through, I don't know much about wine, but I went through and I was like, this one's 38. That seems low. This one's 54, but I look like the kind of guy that would bring a $54 bottle of wine. So I'm going to go a little bit higher.
So I don't know if you know this. If you go to the restaurant and you look at the menu, the wine menu, the second cheapest bottle of wine is probably actually the worst bottle of wine.
Is that right?
But they know people don't want to look cheap, so the cheapest bottle of wine is often pretty good, pretty good value, pretty good bottle of wine. The really cheap bottle of wine is the second, but they'll price it up a little bit because people are afraid of ordering the cheapest one, so they'll order the second cheapest,
right.
which will be the biggest markup on wine at restaurants.
So what's the best bottle of wine to get at the restaurant?
Either the cheapest bottle,
No.
it's usually a pretty good bottle because they don't want to give you a bad wine with your meal. Then
Yeah.
you're not going to enjoy your meal. So it'll be something they probably thought was a pretty good wine. The second cheapest will be probably the cheapest actual bottle.
Really?
But they'll charge more because people don't like to look like cheapskates and order the cheapest bottle.
Because I feel like when I used to go out on dates, you get the wine list and you look at it. She's got a copy and she's looking at it and I'm looking at it. And I would go, yeah, I'm not doing $220 for a bottle of Pinot.
Right. Now there'll be good
dude,
bottles
I
that
can-
are worth it as well if you're willing to spend
Right,
more.
right, but I
we're
look at-
mostly looking at the bottom end.
So
of
you're
these
telling me
lists.
I look at number 2 there and I go, all
That's the
right,
worst
I'll
one to
do
order.
130. I can do that. All right, let's do this.
Don't
one.
get number 2. Never get the second cheapest bottle on a restaurant wine list.
Wow. Okay, I learned something new on this program every single day. So you got a bevy of gifts. I gave you a gift card to the spa. You and I are already making plans for our totally normal couples spa day. Completely above board.
Radio host couples spa day. Yeah.
Spa day. Which, just dudes being dudes, right? And then, Paul, you're invited as well. Then I gave you some shampoo, some body wash, and some conditioner.
Yep.
Have you used it yet?
I did.
I'm so happy.
I used
You
all
never used my
3
gifts.
of them. It took me you know how the pump, it's got the pump top, and 2 of them
impossible.
popped up great, and the other one I was just
Screwing and
pushing,
screwing,
twisting, like, why
Take the
won't
whole
this
thing off.
Put it back on, take it off, put it back on. Finally, it popped out, and I could actually use the conditioner, which I rarely do. I'm usually more of a shampoo conditioner combination kind of guy.
I know, which
but
is why I got you separate.
These are separate, so I left it in for a while,
Yeah.
and
It smells amazing.
It
doesn't it?
smelled very good.
It smells good.
Yes.
Now, and then we'll use the gift card at some point. Paulie
Right.
got you a manscaper.
Thank you, Paul.
Like, what
You're
was
welcome.
it called? It was like the gold standard.
The lawnmower
The-
5.0.
But it was literally like it's gold. Like it's gold. It's
Yeah.
the fancy one.
black, white, gold.
So
silver.
you get home yesterday. Did you open the box?
I did.
Did you
Charged it.
charged it
Yep.
up? Did you take all the accoutrement
I
out?
looked at it. Yeah, I looked at the instructions to see how it
Different
would work.
attachments.
Did you use it?
I mean, it would be rude not to, right? I gave it a try.
You did.
I did. First time ever.
Ever.
First time I've ever taken anything to that area.
That area.
Yes.
What about this area, the chest?
I did a little bit there too.
Can I see the chest?
Yeah, I don't think I did it right because I should have put a higher guard on it, so I basically don't have anything left up here now.
Oh, went. Oh my God!
Yeah, pretty bare now.
You have a shaved. You're like a bodybuilder,
almost. Yeah. It was new. It was fun.
All right,
give it a try.
So you took it for a spin.
Yeah.
Did you go in the shower?
I was just kind of in the bathroom, just kind of locked the door.
Where'd the hair go?
I stood in the bathtub.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a disaster.
Right.
If you're just in front of your mirror. We should have told him he's
First
never done
time
this before.
ever. What'd you do with all that hair?
Threw it in the trash can.
From the bathtub?
Yeah. Then I got a paper towel and wiped it all up and threw it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did the low as well. How'd that go?
It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a rookie.
I was hesitant. It was awkward.
Got a first timer over here.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a first timer over here. Any did you run into any? I'm trying to think of to keep it semi-clean.
There was some
There
was some uncomfortable pulling in a couple of spots.
Gotcha. Some. It's hard to get to
Yeah.
some areas.
Yeah. Awkward.
Very awkward.
Took me a while.
You really hope nobody walks in the bathroom.
Yeah, I locked the
on
door.
you.
I did not
Okay,
want.
good.
I did not want that.
One of your kids. Hey, Dad.
No.
You're like, ah! Please no. Please no. Somebody said pull it.
Dang it.
Elisa, you have to move things out of the way to get to certain areas, and you have to move things the other way and up, down.
Well, just the hair kind of grabs sometimes too, and you feel like
Right.
Yeah.
Pulling that.
Yeah,
way.
that kind of pulling.
So then, any special design, like a little.
I'm not an artiste.
The Dorito.
I'm not an artiste. No.
All I'm thinking about is the Dorito right now. For the rest of the day. It's all I'm
Crash
thinking
Davis,
about.
the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Any nicks or cuts?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
It feels different now. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite a
very
bit different.
You feel a little, a little.
Feels good,
Feels
right?
good.
Good. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No.
good.
It's definitely
You get it now?
You get it.
Yeah. feel just cleaner
Vis-
overall.
Visually, too, much better. Much better. Did you, after you were done, did you apply any sort of...
Yeah, some like balm.
Like Aqua Velva or something?
Nivea.
Nivea balm. Okay.
Yeah, some balm.
Everywhere
that I
okay,
yeah,
got
everywhere
it.
that I used it.
That's good. You got the hang of it then after the first try. And the good news is now,
now it's maintenance.
Now it's just maintenance. You got the hard part out of the way. You know, the hard part, you've laid the groundwork.
The 50 years of
50 years of
maybe
groundwork.
36 years.
Right.
Of,
Yeah, 36, 37 years
Yeah.
of the hard part is out of the way. And now it's just, like Paulie said. And then you'll get to a point where you're like, oh. It's like getting a haircut. Like you look good. You know you look good when you get a haircut, but you're like, I do not want to go get a haircut today. It's the last thing I want to do. Yeah. So, well, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. I feel like you've finally arrived to the adult world.
the modern adult.
The modern
Yeah.
adult world.
This was not a part of people's lives a century ago.
I have a practical question. The same do they both look the same? Like you just showed us your chest. Is that what I could expect in the other region?
I mean, I didn't. There's certainly.
Did you guard? You didn't
Yeah,
guard
no,
the
yeah,
top.
yeah, I did. I started at the top, then I realized, okay, I better guard.
You
the
went
bottom
just
a little
no
bit.
guard on top.
Apparently not.
Let me see
yeah.
it again.
Well, it was. Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't the foil. I thought that was the. I thought that there was a guard, but there wasn't a guard at the top.
So
and
you
then
took
once
that off.
So then I put it on, and I had a guard.
Okay.
And then I went.
But the top, I'm
yeah.
going to warn you. There might be in the next couple of days you feel a little
itchy.
a little
I would
itchy.
think. Yeah, I can imagine
as the hair
Yeah.
it starts to grow
That's
back. Man. It's one of my favorite segments of all time. Legitimately. The Dorito.
But the hardest part was like way underneath.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
Not even sure how successful I was.
Yeah, no,
there's
you
no
don't know.
way to really.
There's a way, but it's not something that you want to really do. There's a way, and it involves like mirrors and handheld mirrors, and maybe somebody else like, "Hey, am I good?"
Put a mirror on the ground.
Not really.
Face up.
Now there's a
Ben's just sitting there straddling over a mirror.
like, because none of us are, like we don't do like we're not like adult film stars, right? Like, so there's no reason to be, perfect. But there is a scenario that I've envisioned before of just going somewhere to get it done. And I know they do it. They do it for women, and I know they do it for men.
No, they do. Women do it all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I got to go get a Brazilian. Oh, sorry, but thank you. I've said before, like, this is such a beating. I wonder, and I just think it would hurt too bad, that I've thought to myself, I just rather go somewhere and do it. Just like, I could cut my hair at home. It's not going to look the same. It's not going to be as good, but there's a reason that you pay a professional. Not a gig I would want. If I walked in there, or you walked in there, or you walked in there, that's not be like, oh God. Anybody else? I was about to go on my lunch. Anybody else want this?
There are more practical concerns, I think, for us as well. It's just different.
It's way different.
It's different.
It's way different
for the ladies.
It
and
is
the guys.
But I do think I would consider a professional at some point. I would consider it. So I'm sure one of the tier ones knows someone. Can point me in the right direction.
Can we expect this to be your next TikTok or
I've never done
Instagram
one
video?
TikTok, so it would be my first TikTok if I ever did one. No, I would not be making. I'll tell you guys about it because I'll tell you about everything. But I don't think it's something I would film. To be honest with you.
All right, shall we play a little Take on Woods?
Sure.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line. If you'd like to qualify, try to be the first for our trip to Las Vegas to see Sammy Hagar in concert. 833-288-0973. Our musical trivia challenge against Woodsy is coming up next. 833-288-0973. We'll come back. We'll play our game, and then we'll get to our Padres Smörgåsbord, talking a little bullpen at the bottom of the hour. All coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, Woods and I, both 50 now, but we have gotten our estate documents in order thanks to trustandwill.com. Did it about a year ago. When they first approached us, said, you guys have a will or a trust for your families?
We both said no.
No?
Embarrassingly.
Should we?
Should we?
Yes, you absolutely should. I know you don't want to think about it, but you really would like to have the peace of mind of knowing that you've got that done. It's somewhere in your house. If anything should ever happen, your family won't be left in the hassle of probate court that could take months and months for them to settle your estate and have access to your funds and your belongings.
Go to trustandwill.com when you check out. So go to trustandwill.com first. Then they're going to walk you through the process. Very, very simple. You guys know me, not super tech savvy. I'm so grateful for Trust and Will because they make it easy for guys like me. And then when I check out, I just type in the code radio20 and you'll get 20% off of their services.
You don't have to go to a lawyer's office. There's no billable hours. It's very simple. As you said, just answer some questions, probably take you less than an hour, and you will have your estate documents done. And guess what? You don't have to do it again. You can update it when you want, but you don't have to do it again for a long time. By going to trustandwill.com, you just go to radio 20 at checkout at trustandwill.com.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
All timer indeed. Dorito. I'll never eat a Dorito again. Well, I will. Just won't look at it the same.
Yeah, you'll definitely eat a
I'll
Dorito
definitely eat a
again.
Dorito. Who am I kidding?
That's never happening.
That's not going to happen.
We got our Padres Smörgåsbord coming up at the bottom of the hour, but right now we got a contestant on the line. Let's get to a game of Take on Woods. Take on Woods brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you, and we got Brian. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Brian, ready to play a little Take on Woods?
I hope so.
All right, if you can beat or tie Woods in our 5 questions of musical trivia, you will qualify for our new grand prize this month, a trip for 2 to see Sammy Hagar in Las Vegas, 2 tickets to the March 20th show at the Park MGM Dolby Live, and a 2-night stay at the Park MGM and a $100 gas card. Get your own tickets to 2 residency stretches for Sammy Hagar in Vegas at Ticketmaster.com. Here are your categories to choose from. Woods has left the studio. We've still got Do the Do, 5 song titles that begin with the word do. We've got She's Our Girl, 5 song titles that all begin with the women's name that begins with the letter R. And we've got Bye, 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 5 song titles and artists who, it's not in sync. They all have the second word is by in every title. Blank by blank, essentially. So we've got Do the Do, She's Our Girl, and Bye, Bye, Bye. What would you like to play, Brian?
Let's try She's Our Girl.
She's Our Girl. Okay, today's category features 5 song titles. All include a women's name beginning with the letter R. You've got 60 seconds. If you don't know one, you can say pass. We'll come back to it if there is time on the clock. First question's the 2-second song. Polly will play you a little music. You need to give me that song title and the artist to score the point. Brian, are you ready to play?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this done. 60 seconds on the clock. The category is She's Our Girl. Brian, your time begins when Paul plays the music. You ready, Paulie?
I'm
All right.
ready.
Good luck. Let's take on Woods.
Rhiannon, Fleetwood Mac.
Correct. The Red Light, in which 1978 hit song by the Police is
Roxanne.
correct. Toto won a 1982 Song of the Year.
Rosanna.
Correct. Al Jardine, not Brian Wilson, took the role of lead vocalist for which early Beach Boys hit in which he sings Get Her Out of My Heart.
Pass.
Which 1967 number one hit by the Rolling Stones is about a girlfriend of Keith Richards, inspired the name of an American casual restaurant chain.
Ruby's. Ruby Tuesday.
Correct. Al Jardine, not Brian Wilson, took the role of lead vocalist for which early Beach Boys hit in which he sings Get Her Out of My Heart.
Tell me Rhonda.
Yeah,
Wow.
nicely done, Brian.
Well
I don't have to fake it out this time for Woods like yesterday.
No, we tried that. It wasn't.
It
very
did not
good.
work. Okay, Brian, you are in. You have qualified. Hang on the line, Paulie. We'll get your information during the break. Good job. Now let's bring Woods back and see how he does with the same 5 questions and the same.
Yeah, great
60
job,
seconds.
Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, the oversell. All right, here we go.
Let's go. 60 seconds on the clock. No category for Woods. Time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck. Let's take on Brian.
That's Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac.
Correct. The Red Light, in which 1978 hit by the Police.
Roxanne.
Correct. Toto won a 1984 song.
Rosanna.
Correct. Al Jardine, not Brian Wilson, took the role of lead vocalist for which early Beach Boys hit in which he sings
Help me,
Get Her
Rhonda.
Out. Correct. Which 1967 number one hit by the Rolling Stones about a girlfriend.
Angie.
Incorrect. No! That means Brian has won it 5-4 today.
Oh, I got cocky.
What was the commonality? Can I
names.
read you the whole? Yeah, but they all had the same letter. Rhiannon, Roxanne, Rosanna, Rhonda. Inspired the name of an American casual restaurant chain.
Oh, Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday.
Should
Son
have
of a
waited.
Bitch. You were too cocky,
Too cocky.
and it came back to bite you. He would have qualified either way, but
Yeah,
now
maybe
he
you
gets
just
the outright win.
maybe you just listen to the question next time.
Exactly. It's
Dill
not like you
hole.
were running out of time. You probably
I
had
was getting cocky.
47
Fine.
seconds
Woods
left.
has slayed the dragon.
What a stupid turd I am. What a stupid man.
Did you learn your lesson?
No. I just wanted to
No,
be great,
okay.
Paulie. I was just trying
Brian,
to
well,
be great.
well played game today. The
I
category
didn't
was
get that.
She's Our Girl.
I definitely wouldn't have said Ranji.
Ranji.
Damn it.
All right, we'll get to our Padres.
They're all great songs, by the way.
I know, pretty good R songs,
Yeah.
right?
Damn good song.
Padres Smörgåsbord is coming up next. Robert is gone. That would be Robert Suarez. So how will the Padres bullpen shape up minus their closer next season? Get to that coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3. The Fan. Hey, if you're a baseball fan, closers, you can pick strikeouts, different prize picks, lineups every single day. Baseball season's over, yes, but football, basketball, hockey, all underway, which means every single night you can set different prize picks lineup with your favorite players. Lamar Jackson, he's back. Rushing yards, passing yards, touchdowns. You can actually put Lamar Jackson in 3 lineups with prize picks stacks. You can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup with different stat projections and win real money. You're watching sports anyway, might as well make money out of being right. That's what Prize Picks is all about. When you get started and download the app, make sure you use the code KWFN when you download the app at prizepicks.com, because you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly with your first $5 lineup with code KWFN at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Congratulations are in order to Anders Dreyer, who was just named the newcomer of the year in Major League Soccer, best player who wasn't in the league last season. He is also, I believe, up for the most valuable player award, but there's a guy named Messi that kind of stands in everybody else's way from winning the MVP award.
I'm assuming he's having a brilliant season.
He has had another very good season for Inter Miami.
like
SDSU
their,
never played Inter Miami. They got the pink,
their kits,
the jerseys, the
Yeah.
kits. Yeah,
kits, Ben, not jerseys.
correct.
God, I believe you.
They could eventually meet in the MLS Cup.
Yeah.
Of course, SDFC will need to win on Sunday or their season will be over and that dream will die. So you got to win against Portland on Sunday to keep it going, and then you're just 2 wins away from the MLS Cup and potentially meeting with Messi. Now, I don't know if they're the favorites. Philadelphia is pretty good in the other conference as well. They've already advanced. And you've got some good teams in the Western Conference, including Vancouver and LAFC, who have already moved on, while San Diego got our playoff lives on the line this week for the Crew on Sunday night at Snapdragon Stadium at 6 o'clock.
It's going to be crazy out there. Crazy, crazy, crazy at the Snap.
I have no doubt that the atmosphere won't be what costs SDFC.
Correct.
If they don't win the game. The fans will make it as difficult as possible on Portland. But it's not football.
Ooh.
I mean, it is football, but it's not the football where you have to call out, signals before each snap and the crowd can kind of keep you from hearing that.
I'm sure there's a lot of communication out there. I'm sure there's a lot of communication.
No, I'm sure there is. But the noise is constant for both teams.
It's just,
so you don't really know.
Dull noise.
You can't really stop. Oh, wait, our team has the ball now. Let's be quiet. Oh, the other team has the ball. Let's make
the whole time
noise.
That's true.
You can go back. Both teams have possession like 3 times in 5 seconds. So you won't know when to stop making noise and start making noise.
Fellow Dodger lover, because you were born in LA, we found out today, Hector says Miami is the favorite plus 500 right now.
Barely. SDFC in Vancouver plus 600.
Okay.
Very close. Also, a little baseball news we didn't mention. The Atlanta Braves hired a new manager, introducing him this morning. Walt Weiss, who has been their bench coach under Brian Snitker, gets the promotion. Had managed the Colorado Rockies, if you'll remember, I think from like 2013 to 2016.
Didn't go well. It's the Rockies.
Comparatively, if you look at some of the other managers,
Well,
it wasn't necessarily the worst, but
wasn't he like 100 games below 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not horrible when you're a Rockies manager for 4 years,
I
honestly.
like that gig. Just, hey, man, just go in there, have some fun. We don't really have a lot of expectations. Just go get it. All right. I can do that.
You know, it's a tough job. If any former
Impossible.
Rockies managers are listening right now, we know it's not the easiest job in baseball. Walt Weiss gets a second opportunity now with the Atlanta Braves. But after their disappointing year, interesting that they went with continuity, promoting Brian Snitker's bench coach rather than maybe shaking things up a little bit. But they're keeping things the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially, you know, it's everybody posted. A lot of Braves fans. The meme, it's one of my favorites. The dad on Christmas in the red shirt holding up the red shirt. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Gets the identical shirt that he's wearing. Big smile.
Like, oh, I love this shirt. This is great. You're wearing the exact same shirt already.
And they all posted that. I saw many were up in arms. They wanted to get one of the rumors was they were going to wait till after the World Series ended to get that weird long-haired guy that works for the Dodgers. What's his name?
Yeah, their bench coach.
Yeah, the bench coach. Who every time I'd see him, I go, "Who is that guy?" I always see him.
He started as like a video assistant. He was like the Eric Spoelstra of the Dodgers, and Danny Lehman. has promoted his way all the way to bench coach the last couple of years and was considered maybe one of the hot candidates. But there's only 2 teams left that still need managers. I don't see the Padres hiring the Dodgers bench coach as their new manager, which really only leaves the Rockies. Now, they haven't even hired a POBO, president of baseball operations, yet, so they're probably waiting, I know, until they do that before they hire their manager.
Please stop saying POBO. I'm sorry. Everyone thought it would be Danny Lehman, and the World Series ended, and they went with a guy that had already been there for 6 years.
Is there any possibility, the fact that the Padres haven't named a manager yet? Now, they got started a little bit later. Most teams knew they either had fired or were going to fire their manager at the end of the season. Padres didn't know Mike Schilt was stepping down until a week later.
Yeah.
So they were a little behind in the process, but do we think they were waiting for the Blue Jays or Dodgers to end their season? And I think more of the Blue Jays. I mean, Don Mattingly is a name we've heard that, you know, was potentially on the radar of AJ Preller. Did they want to wait around to get an official interview with Don Mattingly in the last couple of days after the World Series ended?
They're in a bit of a driver's seat right now, them being the Padres front office, right? Because, well, there's 2 jobs left. It's us or the Rockies.
And one of them's terrible.
So, yes, we have our challenges, but our main selling point is we're not Colorado. And
I don't feel like any of the managers that were hired were like, oh, it's too bad they didn't act quicker, other than Skip.
Yeah,
I mean, but after that, it was like, I don't think any of those guys were really up
Derek
for the
Shelton,
job.
Walt Weiss,
none of them were Padres type candidates. So now they have their pick of everybody on earth now left, essentially, for their manager at this point. They can take their time.
They can do more. If they wanted to interview Mattingly or somebody else, they could absolutely do that now. I haven't heard anything other than I actually got a tip yesterday that said, "Hey, it's Albert." And I said, "Okay, well, why haven't they announced yet?" And he said, "Well, I don't know." I said, "Well, what's the holdup? If it's him and it's done, do it."
I've heard the same thing as of like 5 days ago.
Yeah,
I heard
definitely Albert.
It's Albert.
But think about it logically. If they've made the decision and they've reached contract terms, they will announce it.
Correct.
There's no reason to hold it back.
Right.
So if they haven't announced it, then it's not a done deal. You can't
deal.
say, you know, he may still be the leading candidate. I've tended to think all along he did a 9.5-hour interview. It's got to be one of the final, 1 or 2 guys left. But if they haven't announced it, it's not a done deal.
Yeah. Okay. I would expect it to come down, soon, probably 10:03 this morning. If I had,
we're definitely on standby
We're on
for an
watch.
announcement. Yeah,
Manager
watch. It's got to happen this week, doesn't it? I'd be
Yeah.
shocked if they went into the GM meetings. Although AJ, remember at the beginning, said we don't have a hard and fast deadline. I mean, it's not like we have to hire someone by the GM meetings. I think he literally said that. Those are next week in Las Vegas.
Angelo wants to know how many times you've mentioned Pobo and Po Boys this week. I'd actually like to get a Po Boy mentioned into every show for the rest of the year.
I guess
I'm going to try to incorporate Po Boy into the show.
Back to the manager stuff real quick. Because I've seen people, friends, everybody's like, another day, we don't have a manager.
They're panicking.
And I'm like, all right, if they announced the manager yesterday, how much different is today?
Yeah, it's not like he's going to be down there hitting fungos,
right.
in the afternoon.
Just get the decision right.
Get it right. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Make sure there's no T's to cross and I's to dot.
Like if the announcement doesn't come today and it doesn't come tomorrow, are we really freaking out on Wednesday? Like what have we missed out on in those 48 hours?
Yeah,
nothing.
There's literally
us just content.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, 100%.
There's nothing differentiating tomorrow, the next day. It's the long off season still ahead. I did just see this post quickly from Cardinal territory, foul territory about the Cardinals. Matt Holliday, a little sound bite that says he believes that Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina would be on the same coaching staff, or he'd want to take Yadi on his coaching staff if he came to San Diego. And he says that would be a dream for players. Wow. I don't know how much we care what Matt Holliday has to say about all this, but he's saying that they look like a package deal, and that would be a dream for players.
Well, I'd get behind that, I think I could get way behind that.
I think one of the concerns...
I'm certainly not saying no.
One of the concerns about Albert Pujols, though, can he manage a bullpen? And that's the topic of today's Smorgasbord, which we'll get to right after traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Still a few trouble spots here. Crash has cleared on northbound 5 before E Street. Just watch out for a little residual there. Also an accident on northbound 125 near Hammershots with clearing stage over to the right shoulder. In the North County, westbound 78 before Sycamore, accident over the right shoulder, and crews are still on scene of this vehicle over the side, South 5 coastline, past the Aliso Creek Rest area. All that activity over to the right shoulder.
My mom, my dad, works for Caltrans. On the freeway, right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over. Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
Padres Smörgåsbord.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Call it something else.
Yeah, Albert Pujols has done many wonderful things in his baseball life. Managing a bullpen over 162 games is not one of them. If it is his job,
you got guys for that, though.
You are now looking at a bullpen that will not have Robert Suarez after he opted out of his contract. So, Woods, as you look at the Padres bullpen, how do you think is the best way to at least start out? I mean, you got to be flexible, obviously, with a bullpen, but you're going into spring training. What's your initial plan for the Padres bullpen going into 2026 based on the guys that you have coming back, and that include Mason Miller, Adrian Morejon, Jeremiah Estrada. You've got Wandy Peralta is definitely coming back. He opted into his contract. Got Yuki Matsui. Find a spot for him somewhere. David Morgan. You've got young guys like Bradley Rodriguez who are under control still.
You've got Ron Marinaccio out there. Did not get enough love last year at all. You've got Estrada. Did you mention Jeremiah Estrada? Look, the bullpen for me is, I'm like, okay, I feel like we're in pretty good shape right now. You found the home for Adrian Morejon right now. I do know that there's going to be a lot of talk about who should be converted to a starter. When you lose Robert Suarez, somebody's got to get the last 3 outs of the game. Who's better at that than Mason Miller? Mason Miller slides into the closer spot for me. I don't know that I try to convert him into a starter on an innings limit and previous injury history. I really like what he's great at. I really do. I mean, he's really great at what he does. And I'm fine having an elite closer with multiple years of control, because if things do get sideways, guess what people are going to do at a deadline? Not saying this deadline, but some deadline. Maybe you get back the exact same haul that you got for him, down the road, a couple years from now, if you had to. But Mason Miller goes to the bullpen. Adrian Morejon is my my fireman that gets the biggest outs of the game, other than the last three, and you mix and match with the guys.
And let's
that you
not forget
have
about
that are
Jason
good.
Adam, who may not be ready for the start of the season, but hopefully at some point earlier in the season could be back filling that role near the back end of the bullpen as well.
I like our bullpen. Brian Hoeing is coming off of an injury.
Is he back? He's back too?
I think he's going to be back.
I thought he was going to play such a bigger role with the Padres this year, and it just never materialized.
David Morgan is a guy that's back. Yeah, man. There's Sean Reynolds is a guy that's back. There's even guys in there that you may even be able to flip for depth.
Interesting note, because we had mentioned it before that from Kevin Acee, who said they have had internal discussions, of course, about Mason Miller and Adrian Morejon getting a chance to start in spring training. He also said they have talked internally about Jeremiah Estrada.
That's a weird one.
Getting a chance to start in spring training. That surprises me. Not that he can't. I mean, I don't want to pigeonhole anybody like you can't ever do anything other than what you're doing right now. Morejon obviously had been a starter. Miller had started as a starter.
Sure.
We saw Morejon and Miller both go multiple innings at times. Estrada seemed more like that more two-pitch type of one-inning reliever.
Yeah.
Guy who can throw hard and can strike you out, but wasn't necessarily the 5-6 inning type. But again, I don't want to tell Jeremiah Estrada what he can and cannot do with his life and his career.
It may be just a symptom of starting pitching is really expensive. We don't have a lot of money. We're going to have to figure out which two of these guys we could potentially convert to a starter to build a rotation next year. Because as it stands right now, your rotation looks like what?
If you get creative, because I liked when they used Wandy Peralta as an opener against the Dodgers. Maybe Wandy, like you face lineups with heavy lefties at the top. Good, like Wandy Peralta as an opener twice a week, all year long.
Yeah,
is not the worst use for Wandy Peralta.
It could get, again, how creative are you going to be in it? And if it is Albert Pujols, how creative is a brand new manager going to be? Maybe he's the most creative guy in baseball. I have no idea.
We don't know. A lot of unknowns there.
But yeah, interesting.
All right, we'll come back.
But I'm not super concerned about our bullpen.
Final hour of Ben and Woods includes our biggest fan announcement, which is right around the corner, and then Paulie with a Reindl Report, including not that much sports in the Reindl Report.
None, actually.
We'll keep it fun when we come back with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I've had a lot of you sending me this picture out in front of Petco Park today. And if you have seen it on the interwebs, it is a San Diego Padres podium. And it's set up right out on Tony Gwynn Drive, right? And there's 30 chairs there. So apparently we're hiring a new manager. They didn't tell us. So we're
alerting the media.
No media was told. We're going to be back tomorrow. Enjoy the best of Ben Woods. We got to get down there right now and see what the hell's happening.
And they're going to host their press conference
outside,
right there on the street.
On the sidewalk of Imperial and Tony Gwynn Drive. So here's what we think is happening. I think they're renaming the street.
But that would require a news release and announcements and stuff as well. Why would they do it without telling anybody?
Really don't like
I don't know what's going on.
They found out you were born in LA and they don't want you there. And now I'm starting to suffer because of your LA roots.
I don't know. If anyone in the Padres listening wants to let us know
Can
what
someone
is
text us,
going on,
please?
because they can't hide that. If you're setting up
it's outside.
You're setting up a ceremony of some sort right on the street in San Diego. People are going to want to know what's going on. We're the flagship station. You can clear this up. Unless it's a giant surprise, but you might have want to set up a curtain or something to hide what's going on. It is a little unusual. I will say that. Unusual. All right, before we do anything else, it's 9 o'clock, 9:01 actually. It is time to announce today's first biggest fan. Of course, we announce 3 times daily at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5:30 p.m. biggest fan announcements. If you get your name called, you'll have 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973 and qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey suite at a Padres game with all the fan staff next season. Register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. But today's first biggest fan, Sonia Palacios from Lakeside. Sonia Palacios, you are now on the clock. 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973.
Well, I've got it confirmed by no big deal. Trevor Hoffman just texted me and said, Peter Seidler Way. And I said,
they are
yes,
doing that.
Okay. Peter Seidler Way, that's today.
I would love to cover that.
Maybe it's a private event.
Apparently, maybe so. Okay. Yeah, that
That's
makes
all right.
sense, though. You
kind of
called
weird.
it.
No
press.
news about that at all.
All
I
right.
did not see any
I
press
didn't know that
release
was even a
about that.
thing.
Thanks, Hoffy.
Makes a lot of sense, though.
Love you, buddy.
All right. Well, that's a nice thing to do. Maybe it's the city, obviously, is part of that.
Yep.
Very well done, then. All right, let's get to today's Reindl Report and get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll get to Paulie in a second.
All right.
We've got a couple of things quickly. Let's go to line number 1. Sonia, is this you?
This is Sonia.
We are 2 for 2 on our biggest fans. Congratulations, Sonia. Paulie has confirmed your number. You are into the drawing for the grand prize night in the Odyssey Suites next Padres season. Congratulations. Thank you for listening.
Congratulations. Good luck.
To 97.3 The Fan.
She sounds very nice. I hope she
Awesome.
wins. I hope you win.
Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Now,
And,
just real quick, because I want to ask you whatever was just going on there a minute ago. Just so the listeners know, I have a grid with the winners or the qualifiers for the biggest fan for the week, and I also have the other 2 shows as well. And we check them off if you call in.
Right.
We want as many checks as possible. That means you're listening to Ben and Woods.
Sure.
It's kind of an inner competition with the other 2 shows. So if you hear your name, please call in.
What's on the what did we win?
Nothing.
No.
Bragging rights. We got more people
Bragging
listening
rights.
to call
Got
in.
more dedicated
Tired
tier
of
1
doing.
audience.
I want to do more things for money.
All right, if we
instead
win, I'll
of-
give you $5.
instead of bragging rights.
Right.
Huffy texted back. He said, a little disappointed you didn't realize it's Trevor Hoffman Way to Tony.
Oh,
Gwynn
that's
Way.
right. Tony Gwynn goes around the back, and then Trevor Hoffman Way is right there from Tony Gwynn Drive until the corner of
That's-
Imperial and Park. Tony
Right.
Gwynn Drive is
It goes.
quite a bit longer than Trevor Hoffman Way. just from distance wise.
He's going to kill you.
Trevor Hoffman Way is just kind of short. It's just
he gave you a birthday.
It's really
you're a dead man.
Sorry, Hoffy.
Hoffy, that's not from me. That's all Ben. Oh my!
It's not a competition. I mean, it's just having a road named after you is
awesome.
An incredible honor. And how long or well traveled the road is shouldn't really matter that much. It looks like Peter Seidler Way is going to be very important, though. It's going to be a critical thoroughfare around the ballpark.
Ben Higgins Parkway is very long.
I will say
very wide.
I often park on Trevor Hoffman Way when I'm going down to get like quick soundbite before. I can use the 30-minute parking on Trevor Hoffman Way to just pop in and pop out. Trevor, your street is very useful to me personally.
I got the bubbles. Here come the bubbles. I've got the bubbles. He says I rescind my video.
Tony Gwynn Drive is often blocked off. It's inaccessible. They have to close it during game days. You can't go around. That's where the players go in around the back. They don't even let you back there. Right. But I do drive on Trevor Hoffman Way.
A nice short little trip. Tiny little trip. He's gonna kill you. We were talking, Hoffy, because I know you're still listening. We were talking about Ben getting an AB at fantasy camp this year. If you would like to throw AB, nothing on the planet would make me happier.
We can definitely
make that happen, Ben.
Is that his fastball? No, that was his changeup.
That was his changeup, Ben. You're a dead man. Please go up, and I want to see you get brushed back by Trevor Hoffman, the great Trevor Hoffman.
Remember, I don't have any reaction skills. A brushback is just a hit by pitch when it comes to me. I can't get out of the way of anything.
He also said next time you park on his street, you will be towed. You will be towed. That is a fact. Who's better than that guy?
God, I remember the first or second
Remember the
year
first
out
time
of
he
fantasy,
threw BP?
He was just behind the L screen, 20 feet away, but he still would do the leg kick.
And you're like,
oh my God.
I rolled over like 6 balls. I was like, I'm good. I got my swings in. I wanted to vomit the whole time. I mean, he wasn't throwing hard, but it's still him. And it's the big kick, and he's laying it in there, and you're like, I'm going to throw up all over myself.
I might lay down a bunt.
No bunting allowed.
No.
Buck funting, as you know, on this program.
All right, Paulie. Sorry, we have delayed you, but you still have your round of report for us.
All good. No real sports to get to, but I do have a few fun stories here. I want to start. I think, Ben, you can actually relate to this story, and it's a very deep-cut throwback story here on Ben and Woods. I'll let you maybe tell the abbreviated version, but got a story here out of Russia. A factory worker is being sued by his company because, well, he was given more money for his paycheck than he should have received. In fact, his paycheck, which was roughly $2,500, probably before taxes and all that, he was paid he was paid $87,000.
Whoa!
Wow!
All right, that's quite the error. Bank favor in your error. Collect $10 in advance to go.
In fact, he was the only one at his company to get paid. There was a glitch. He received every one of his pay work or his colleagues' paychecks all lumped in together.
Was he like first alphabetically or something?
I don't have his name here. It says the total was supposed to be paid, that 84 or 87 grand. It was supposed to be split amongst 34 employees, and it all got sent to him.
I mean, if they all don't get paid, don't you feel guilty and like, yes, I have to give it back to make sure all my coworkers eat?
A little bit.
Or you just say, no, company, you just got to pony up another paycheck for everyone else, and I get to keep mine.
Well, he ain't giving it back. It got sent to him. It's in his bank account, and he does not want to give this money back. Now, this actually happened a while ago, but because of slow court process, like it's all just kind of getting settled right now. But the company is saying that there was a software glitch and that he is in no way entitled to that money, which makes sense to me. He is saying that he did his own research online, and he found out that if it's a billing error, then he is obligated to return that money.
Okay.
But if it's a technical error,
I thought Russian law was just whatever Putin said it was.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, but he did his research, so he says he's entitled to the money.
He's claiming it's a technical error, and by law, that means it's his call to return the money or not.
So, Paulie, you are absolutely right. I have experience with this. If you don't remember the story, I used to work for the company across the street, and they hired Ben Higgins, The Bachelor, to do a podcast for that company.
Money well spent.
But I was still on their records. And when his first couple of podcast paychecks came in, and they were not insignificant, we're talking well into 5 figures for each paycheck, they sent them to me. And I was like, wow, why am I getting some back pay or something? What's going on? And it wasn't made out to Ben Higgins, The Bachelor. It was made out to Ben Higgins and me. My address, my social security number. They just had the wrong Ben Higgins in their files that they were paying. So there was nothing stopping me from taking that check to the bank, cashing it, and taking it straight to Las Vegas. It showed my ID. There was would have been nothing suspicious about it. It was a check from a company made out to me. But I also knew that it wasn't my money for my podcast.
You should have taken it out of principle for what they paid Ben Higgins for The Bachelor to do a podcast every 2
and
weeks.
how little they paid me to do
Correct.
years of radio shows
100%.
over there. Like one paycheck was like an entire year's salary that I used to make from the other company.
Embarrassing.
But I felt at some point
they'd get you.
They'd get me.
Yeah.
And
then they'd be like, hey,
they'd want the money. They'd
50
want
grand.
interest. There'd be like court proceedings. So I just said, figure it out. It wasn't that simple just to like give
it
back
back
the money though, because it was reported like onto my taxes. Like,
oh my God.
So am I going to end up owing taxes on money that's not even mine that I couldn't? So it actually took like 4 or 5 months to straighten out.
I remember when you got
everything
one. We had just started this
settled.
show.
You showed us, so we were like, holy.
I was like, throw in the bank, man. Wow.
Yeah, I'll keep you
that money.
updated on whether or
the
not.
real thing would be cash it, take it to Vegas, one like black.
Yeah.
Just doubled it. All right, now I'll give back the money.
I have a Samsonite full of cash for you.
Or you lose, it hits red, and you're like,
Man,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never saw this check. Wasn't me.
All right, we'll move on here. Another weird food combination coming your way as we move from Halloween into Thanksgiving season and on to Christmas. Oreo has a Thanksgiving dinner cookie tin that is now available for purchase. It's $20, $19.99, only on their website on Oreo.com. And I can pull it up here on the stream. If you're watching, you've got 12 count of cookies. And you're going to get let's see here, 2 cranberry sauce cookies, 2 pumpkin pie cookies, turkey and stuffing, creamed corn, sweet potato, caramel apple pie.
Is the
delicious?
So is the outside flavored light? Is the stuff flavored, or is it the cookie is flavored?
I think the Oreo is the Oreo.
Regular chocolate Oreo
the
cookie.
Outside is the flavoring of meat, turkey, and stuffing.
I don't know how the Oreo flavoring goes with, say, creamed corn. Creamed corn, good.
Ooh, that's a cool
Oreo.
So there's the tin. That's like a big Oreo, with all the mini Oreos underneath.
I would eat it.
Well, you're in luck. Because I purchased it this morning.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
No kidding.
I saw the story and I wanted to, usually we wait like 4 hours, get to the Reindl Report, and then it's like, oh crap, they're sold out. Didn't want that. So I bought it. It'll be here within a week.
So we'll do Thanksgiving Oreo roulette.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
This was
like that a
interesting.
lot.
I was looking at the email receipt after I purchased it.
Yeah.
It was, 1 12-pack of cookies, $19.99.
Not bad.
And then it says shipping $37.21.
Oh my
What?
God.
Now, luckily I had a 50%, they attached automatically a 50% off home delivery. So it's still $19
plus
no, it's $19.99 for the cookies plus $18.61 in shipping.
So
That's insane.
$40 essentially for 12 cookies.
Yeah.
So
So we're paying we're paying Mrs. Fields prices for Oreos,
turkey
essentially.
flavored Oreos.
creamed corn Oreo.
Have a bite of my corn
All
with
right.
my turkey.
I hope the entertainment value is better than the cookie value on this.
Will you eat it? Because I don't really want to.
Which one?
All
Turkey?
Of it. All of it. I
You
want
have
you
to
to
try
have.
some.
I want you
I'm
to have.
trying
I'll
one.
eat the caramel apple one.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, 100%. Will you eat the meat ones, the savory ones?
Fine, whatever.
Turkey and stuffing.
Yep.
Cranberry sauce.
I don't even like cranberry sauce.
I don't
You can
either.
have
I love
that one.
cranberry sauce.
So you can have those ones. You can have the creamed corn.
Yep. Please eat the cream corn.
I think the
whole
most
thing.
daring I would get was probably the sweet potato.
I won't eat it. I hate those things.
Love them.
We'll do that one. The only one I'm really afraid of is the turkey and stuffing.
I don't like things that are supposed to be savory that taste sweet.
A
Potato is supposed to be savory. And when you tell me if you had called it anything else, a Camaro, I'd be like, I'll try one of these Camaro. I don't like yams because I already know. I know that the yam is a
call it sweet potato.
I know that it's a sweet potato. If you named it something else.
Yam. What's the difference between a yam and a sweet potato?
It's the same thing, man.
No, they're different, and I just don't know how.
They throw a bunch of sugar and marshmallows in it.
Well, that's your choice. I'm just talking about the yam on its own. Like an unsweetened yam.
Do people eat yams, just plain yams?
I think so.
Sure.
I see sometimes they have them in chunks, and that is hard.
Yeah, you get
hard.
Sometimes in like Japanese food, they'll have like chunks
of yam. Yam chunks.
Sweet potato.
All right, I'm going to throw them now.
All right.
Finally, we can wrap it up. Sad news, actually. We got to do a little shout out to his family for Dwayne Roberts. California entrepreneur, passed away recently at the age of 88, passed away in his sleep, according to his widow. She posted that he died on Saturday.
Now, we normally do famous people for shout out to his
man's
family.
very famous.
Okay.
You've never heard of him?
No, never heard of Dwayne Roberts.
Dwayne Roberts,
The Rock,
is actually
the wrestler. I was just going to say.
It's Dwayne Johnson.
All right.
He is actually the person who is credited with inventing the world's first frozen burrito.
Oh, all right. I'll give you that one.
How do you invent a frozen burrito?
You freeze one and then you sell it.
But burritos already existed.
Yeah, but you froze it.
Right. But
Package it
anyone,
up,
I mean, anyone can take a
But they
burrito,
didn't.
put it in the freezer,
That's
and
what
then
I'm
it's
saying.
a frozen burrito.
But they didn't do it. He sold.
Someone bought like too many burritos and thought, I will eat these later and put them in the freezer before this guy invented it. He didn't invent it.
He invented it.
He marketed it and sold it first, but he couldn't have invented a frozen burrito.
It says he invented the frozen burrito.
Crapping on this guy after he passed
Well,
away.
already
man.
gone. He was also a visionary entrepreneur, devoted husband, and a man whose heart and generosity forever shaped their family and community.
Should name a street after him.
He revolutionized the food industry with the frozen burrito in 1956. He was also a proud philanthropist and developer. He
said
restored.
he saw an opportunity to capitalize on America's growing appetite for convenience food in the 50s.
All right, here's a question for you guys. Have you ever had a good frozen burrito ever?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some decent ones out there.
I mean, it's all right.
The problem is
breakfast burritos.
They're not worth to get them just right. You microwave them 1 second too long or 1 second too short,
You're
and
toast.
you have cold frozen in the middle or nuclear meltdown hot, and your mouth is destroyed. You have a 1 second window. I don't know if it's a minute 42 or a minute 43 to get the burrito right.
The wait
Or
for
you're dead.
the wait for that thing to cool down. Juice ain't
No
worth
one's
the
waiting.
squeeze. It's not worth the squeeze. I just get a regular burrito. You know what I'm saying? By the
time you microwave it and wait for it to
wait
cool
for
off, you could have gone
could've
to
the taco
one of
shop.
our million great taco shops in San Diego.
Yeah. Never really had a good one. I mean, it's always in the microwave, right? The
Yeah.
frozen burrito. Some people do air fryers and things now. I'm not a
maybe.
fan. Yeah, oven.
Costco's got some decent bean and cheese frozen burritos.
I think if you go
They've had-
simple, like I wouldn't like do a frozen, pull it out of a wrapper like California burrito. But like
No,
a
but
breakfast
bean and
burrito,
cheese?
No, but
bean
yeah,
and
you got to go
cheese.
real simple. Yeah.
I've done some of the meats in the frozen burrito.
Not as good.
Not as great. And the tortilla is always real cardboardy.
Oh, tortillas.
Always.
Or it's mushy.
Or mushy.
And like no
Soft.
texture at all.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace. He had a great life, made a ton of dough off this thing. Started that in 1956, by the way. So you know how we do it.
And I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne Roberts.
Dwayne Roberts.
Shout out to your family.
Dub J just ordered the Oreo Thanksgiving box.
Yeah.
He said there was an overnight FedEx option for a mere $279. If you have to have
You're
your
a
Thanksgiving
junkie.
Oreos tomorrow, $300 for the
Ooh.
Oreos plus the
It's only
$279
$192
delivery.
for my address.
You're a straight junkie. Thank you, Paulie.
Let's see if I did the overnight shipping. Yeah, our total would be $227
That's
for those
amazing.
cookies.
I can't wait to try them. I mean, watch Ben try them.
All right, the over-under on amount of Monday Night Football the three of us watched together. I'm going to go 3.5 minutes. We will find out whether we went over or under when we come back here on 97.3 The Fan.
I definitely went over that, Benny. No question about it. It's a riveting game. No, let me tell you guys real quick about Eco Water. I'm pretty bummed. I dropped my Eco Water jug, and I broke it. I don't know how you break a Yeti, but I did. I couldn't get the top back in. So Eco Water, if you're listening, I'm going to need a new one. I got this in instead, but you can rest assured that sound is still Eco Water. It will always be Eco Water, the smartest, most practical upgrade I've ever made for my family. I've had it for a few years now. They are the first with remote monitoring, the first with Wi-Fi and leak detection, the first with whole home automatic cutoffs. They can stop a leak before it becomes a disaster. The water tastes spectacular, tastes delicious, best water you can have, healthiest water you can drink for you. But, it also, if you have hard water in your home, it's destroying your appliances, your plumbing, your water heater, all that. You ignore it, you could be doing a whole home repipe. Around about $24,000. So I would just get the Eco Water system, and you get the best water. You add alkaline filters, your hydration gets a healthy boost. Skin feels better. Coffee tastes better. Everybody's happy. Get it done today. Try the Soft Life and alkaline water now, just $9.95 a month, 760-350-3338. Or pretty simple, just go to ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water, keeping it soft since 1925.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Well, guests on Ben Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. The answer is over. I had it on last night while I was kind of sitting around. I can't say I was paying much attention to the Monday Night Football contest between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Other than, and I think Woods always has this same thing, I don't understand the fascination with America's team, the Cowboys.
I really don't either. I texted one of my best friends and I said, bro, how are they this bad? And he goes, dude, it's going to be this way until, and I see Ted Leitner last night. Ted Leitner with an absolute banger in the middle of the game. Did you guys see Uncle Teddy's
tweet?
I did.
I was
so
surprised.
Good. So Uncle Teddy watching the game last night like the rest of us. Enough! Thursday, I'm going to do it like Uncle Teddy. Enough! Thursday, Sunday nights, Mondays, the Dallas Cowboys. Question: how long since they've actually won anything? Clinton 2, Bush 1, or further back? Importantly, 4 shots and counting, and Jerry Jones and his sweet owner thinks he's a GM. Maybe that's why they don't win anything. That's not a bad Uncle Teddy.
Not bad.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Follow-up on America's team. Lose to Arizona, sans Kyler Murray at home.
Me.
27-17, now a lofty 3-5. No worry, networks have them on 1 more Monday, 3 more Thursdays, and 1 more Sunday night. America's team, my blank. I think he was going to say America's team, my ass. I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Sir, you're a moron.
So we're inundated by Major League Baseball with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and for good reason. They just won their 2nd World Series.
Yes, for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason. They're going to jam them down our throats forever. Like, this is our lot in life. But he's absolutely right about the Dallas Cowboys. They stink. They stink. They're not a fun football team to watch at all. It was a really, really boring game. Jacoby Brissett, I thought, played okay.
Well, they did just acquire veteran linebacker Logan Wilson in a trade with the Cincinnati Bengals to save their season. Trade deadline's at 1 o'clock today, by the way. There were a lot of moves last night and this morning. Not going to go through all of them because, quite frankly, the trade deadline in football is kind of more of a mystery to me. Sometimes it works out really well. Sometimes it doesn't seem to make any difference at all. Half the players just get hurt anyway, like 2 weeks into their new team because it's football. But yeah, this Cowboys thing, I mean, they were very relevant when I was
high school. Growing up there, they were extremely relevant.
They've just been living off that for like 30 plus years now. Like Tony Romo was interesting for a couple of seasons, but they didn't get past the 2nd round of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They
haven't done anything.
Nothing.
Oh, damn it. I didn't know because I don't like the Manning cast really, mostly because
Charles
the Mannings. Yeah, they had Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit.
I forgot it was still a thing.
You don't like Eli. So.
I like Charles Barkley, though.
You do.
Yeah, he would have been interesting. Somebody said it was really good.
If you want Charles Barkley on your TV,
go to TNT.
You will find him.
Not
ESPN
TNT,
now, but
ESPN,
yeah. And elsewhere. He pops up everywhere.
Yeah, that was kind of a stinker.
Wasn't a good game.
Nope.
But yeah, it was good performance by Jacoby Brissett, filling in again for Kyler Murray. So there you go.
I watched Arizona, Florida as that game was wrapping up. NFL had kicked off, and it was like 7:45. I was like, I think I'm just going to bed.
Yeah,
couldn't care less about that game.
I watched Seinfeld, a bunch of Seinfeld reruns last night. That's what I watched after that football game.
Otherwise, football weekend, anything catch your fancy while we're here? Since we don't talk about it a ton. Bears-Bengals game was kind of crazy.
Kind of insane. A lot of Bengals players coming out after. Like, obviously losing sucks, but the offense pointing at the defense. Defense getting mad at the offense in previous weeks. It's not growing great right now in Cincinnati.
Good win for the Vikings. Get J.J. McCarthy back. They beat the Lions 27-24.
I lost my bet.
I did too. Patriots didn't cover.
Yeah, they did not cover. They won.
We both had the same pick. They won, but they did not cover. Let's see. Chargers won again. Terrible Titans team. They beat their old coach Mike McCoy.
Colts lost. That was a big one.
They did. Steelers. That was okay. They turned the ball over 6 times and then only lost by 7. To me, that's a sign that the Colts are even better than we thought. If you can lose by 7 and turn the ball over 6 times, you're actually a pretty good team. You had a bad day.
Turned the ball over 7 times.
Yeah, that was just a stunningly bad day for them. But they're a good team. The Rams are rolling. Stafford 4 more touchdown passes. The Saints are terrible, but They got the job done there. And
The NFC West is going to be pretty tight, right? Between the 49ers are hanging
Rams,
around there.
Seahawks, yeah. Cardinals are, I mean, they're not good, but they're not bad. And then the Bills beat the Chiefs, who are currently, by the way, playoffs started today. No Kansas City Chiefs.
That is nuts.
In the playoffs. They're 5-4. I don't expect them to miss the playoffs. They'll probably win enough to get in, but they are not in there right now, which is certainly some cause for concern in Kansas City.
All right, go to break.
All right, that was our NFL wrap-up for the week. You will not find a shorter, less
More comprehensive,
insightful
though.
NFL wrap-up.
It's as comprehensive as it gets.
Than the one you get from the Ben and Woods program.
48 hours later.
Hey, it was Ben's birthday.
Nothing we said was, I think, blatantly wrong,
Correct.
at least. So there you go. All right, we'll wrap things up. Final segment of Ben and Woods, turn things over to Braden. Coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your Happy Plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP, $7 in some locations. All right, what do we have to look forward to this week? Tonight, SDSU season opener against Long Beach State. I believe USD is also opening their college basketball season against Occidental. Last night, congratulations to the UCSD Tritons, won their opener.
Yeah.
Beat, who did they beat last night? Oh, Laverne, another Division III opponent.
Surely they did.
Very good.
Thought that might get you.
Yes, surely they beat Laverne. They're the Leopards.
They surely beat them.
But remember, that's a brand, they made the NCAA tournament last year in their first year of eligibility at Division I, but then they lost their coach, Eric Olin, who went to New Mexico, and most of their roster that either graduated or got NIL deals to go elsewhere. So completely new squad, new coach. Clint Allard, their former assistant, is the new head coach, but they get a win.
It's the crappy part of college sports where you finally build something up and then it just gets taken out from under you. You lose all your good players. Your coaches move on to another program.
Man, I hate baseball players so much. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I'm over here sweating.
Woodsy is in the torture chamber.
I mean, you guys. So yeah,
you got got?
I got, dude. God, I hate baseball players and their pranks. Always pranking people. I don't have the stomach for it. Coffee just got me good, dude. So apparently they had. So one of our tier ones is down there. Like he happened by
Petco
Park. He saw the chairs and then he goes, "Oh my gosh, there's Don and Hoffy." Then he DM'd me and he goes, "Dude, something happened. Like they're picking up the chairs and moving them around. Like it looks like it's over. They banged the ceremony." Yeah, the listener. So I texted Hoffy. I go, "Did they bang the ceremony?" And he goes, "Yeah." We let the secret out on the air. They got pissed. And
We ruined it for everybody.
I go, oh my God. And I go, you better be effing with me. And he waited and waited and waited. And he goes, of course I am. Bit of a logistical deal will happen.
So wait,
later.
did he find this tier 1 that's standing outside of Petco and go, hey, DM Woodsy? And
no, I think they are going to move it to later, some logistical problem. But at the time, I thought it was because we talked about it.
Well, no one told us not to. No one told us it was even happening.
Correct.
We had to.
If I don't know, I
put
can't
two and two together to figure even out what was going on.
Him saying, like, can you imagine? He gets down there like, we just heard you on Ben and Woods, idiot. We're banging this now.
We're picturing. Okay, we got meetings with our bosses and like, how could you do this to us?
Yeah, all right. Here's my key card. Go ahead. Just they're in the middle of the sidewalk.
How are we supposed to know what? We don't know anything.
You want to have clandestine meetings, then make him clandestine somewhere, right? Clandestine?
You say clandestine. I say clandestine. Let's call the whole thing off.
That's what they
What
did.
is it? Clandestine?
I like clandestine. Yes.
Sounds goobery to say clandestine. I hate baseball players. All they do is prank people, dude.
Man, he got your
We
ass.
got, bro. I'm sweating through my shirt, Paulie. I'm like, oh, I blew the lid off some public thing. It's already out there.
Oh man.
This is why they don't tell us who the new manager is in advance either.
Oh, like I'm gonna run to the air. Hey, guess what I saw? Oh, I hate him. I am so mad.
It's fun when it's you for a change instead of me. So
I don't prank you.
You make me uncomfortable though, a lot. And now you get to feel uncomfortable for a moment or two, thanks to Trevor.
I have to step away. I can't compose myself right now. It really did seem plausible.
All right, let's check traffic. We'll let you compose yourself, and then we can wrap things up here for a Tuesday.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Got a few things wrapping up our morning drive. One is this collision on northbound 5 right past H Street. It's in the center divide. And northbound 15 before Friars Road, stalled vehicle in middle lanes. In the North County, several things going on. Southbound 5 right past Poinsettia, there is a collision over to the right shoulder. Another crash up ahead before the racetrack. This one's got the 2 left lanes blocked. And this is probably past, but you know my issue with ladders, right, guys? This is for the don't do that file. There was somebody rolling down eastbound 78 in middle lane in San Marcos area with a ladder sticking out both back windows of its sedan, and the ladder was going into the other lanes. Yeah, real smart, right? Eastbound 78 through the San Marcos area. It's probably gone, but I just wanted to mention it because it's so stupid. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hold on. So, by the way, giant breaking news in the NFL. But before I get to that, someone had a ladder going through the rear windows of their car. So they didn't have a truck. They just had there's a Honda Civic, and they just put the ladder through the back seats, out one side and out the other side, wings coming out.
Like wings.
And they're driving down the freeway with the ladder going into the lanes next to them as they're driving.
She is livid right now. When I was driving to Arizona, I forgot to tell you guys, I was driving with our buddy Joey out to Arizona for my tournament. I ran over in the fast lane, I don't know, a computer? It was, I'm driving, I'm talking to Joey. It was like, Gaga! And I go, ah! And I look back, it was like thick. And I was like, I ran over a computer. I literally ran not the monitor, the computer part of it. I hit this thing so hard, I go, we're dead. We're going to be on the side of the road in 20 minutes with a flat tire. I'm with you, Kelly. I feel that, man. People got to be more careful about when they drive.
All right, massive NFL trade. I just told you the trade deadline is coming up in 3 hours. Rap
Did
sheet.
you get got? Did you get
no,
got?
this is actual Ian Rappaport. The Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Colts.
Whoa.
Talk about Indy going for it this year. Colts, we were just talking about, they could lose by 7 with 6 turnovers. The Indianapolis Colts just acquiring Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets. Don't have the return or anything. This is just breaking news from Ian Rappaport just now ahead of the trade deadline.
When does it end?
It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, so 3+ hours. But can't imagine you're going to see a bigger deal than that one going down today.
Man, that's crazy. Crazy. What are the Jets doing? I mean, I guess they
They're
don't
terrible,
need
as
them.
always.
Just draft picks.
Ian
probably.
Rappaport just quote tweeting himself saying, "This is real." Everyone thinking it might be Rop Sheet or
yeah. Rap S word. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope, this one is real. Big trade.
Man, that is a
2
big one.
first-round picks. So,
Okay.
yeah, that is a major NFL deal that just went down.
I'm still sweating about this. Still can't believe he did this to me. Gotta get my payback on him.
He's a tough guy to get.
He is, because he doesn't care. He's in the
And
Hall
he's
of Fame.
super cool.
He's the
and
coolest. I'll just wear
always
it.
relaxed, always cool under pressure. I mean, he made his living under the most pressure possible every single time. There's no way you can make him feel any pressure or discomfort.
Fair point.
Yeah, and imagine like if he showed up and they're like, "Hey, why did you say that on the air on Ben and Wood? What are they going to do to Hoffy? It's Trevor Hoffman,
Right.
He's like, "All right, what are you going to do? Take my statue down?" Like, sorry,
Like you threaten your children.
yeah.
If you don't behave,
Yeah.
take your statue
Take
down.
your statue down. All right. I told you guys, I held everything over my kid. The last week was elite because you had Halloween. Hey, you keep this up, there won't be any trick or treating. Okay, you'll be at home with me handing out candy. How'd that work? You want to get them out of the house. You want to get them out running around, but that stuff never works. It just never works. You got to follow through on those,
Right.
Every now
And then when you do,
You're
you
the
feel
worst.
like just the worst parent possible.
Imagine taking trick or treating from your children. Like you'd have to be a real turd to do that.
Like good
which
parenting,
I'm capable. I'm
you figure
capable
out
of
a
being.
way to get them to do it without you having to take away important things that will be memorable for a lifetime.
Well, Taylor's birthday's on Thursday. If
Can
he
you take it away?
I acts up. Hey, no birthday Thursday. Right?
Remain 4 forever.
No Disneyland. That's a good one. That's a good one. They're at the point now. They look at me and they go, "Okay, good." You're like, "All right, well, you got me. You got me." Oh man, I'm sweating. How much more time do we have?
4 more minutes.
Oh, Gator said that happened to him. He got his Halloween taken from him. That's actually a pretty good one. That's a fun night out with your boys. And if parents yank that from you, that's actually a pretty decent one. Do you ever take anything from your kids like hardcore? No.
Like the computer away for like a day or something. Yeah.
Which is that's a
Has a
big
parent
yeah.
ever like canceled Christmas
That's a good question.
for discipline? Like, all right, that's it. No
My
more
wife
Christmas.
recently, and I don't know why she did this.
Hardo parents giving lumps of coal
Yeah,
and stockings
just
instead
to
of presents.
prove a point.
Yeah.
My wife did this bit out of the blue on a Sunday afternoon, just randomly. We weren't talking about Christmas. We weren't talking about anything. She says to Bo, he has not forgotten this, because last year was crazy. There's a lot of presents, and they open presents for hours, and just little stuff, right? Like, you know how moms are. They wrap up everything, and you open it. Great socks, shoes, tracksuit, whatever. Hannah hit him with there's going to be a lot fewer gifts this year, just so you guys know. We're going to do a couple of bigger ones, and that's it. It's all he's talked about ever since he's panicked. I looked at her, I go, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Why would you tell him that?
Well, it's better to prepare them,
No.
like set their expectations a
don't
little
know.
lower, and then
He's 7. He doesn't know.
but then you exceed the expectations, and they're happy.
What are his expectations going to be now? He's going to walk out and go, "This is it," because his mom told him, "Hey, this is it."
But
We're
then you over deliver on the expectations, so then he's really happy. The
No,
last thing you want is
doesn't
for him
work
to
that
expect 10 presents and there's only 6, and he's going like, "Where is
No,
everything
she was
on
pulling
Christmas
me like,
morning?"
where you're going to get like one big thing or like 2 big things, and he's 7. He would open a turd or a jar of mustard if it meant opening a present. It doesn't matter really what's inside. So I told her, I go, just get a bunch of crap and wrap it up. That's all they care about. They play with it for 30 seconds and they move on to the next thing.
Viral
We
kid
end up-
that got the avocado.
We
There
donate.
is-
We donate
there is
80%
an
of it.
age where kids start understanding.
Yes.
I'd rather have better things.
I'd rather have. Give me that.
than more things.
Give me that Apple computer that I
Yeah.
wanted, or that
I just want the
stereo.
PlayStation. Don't worry about anything else. That's
Yeah.
all I really want. But your
Not when
kids are
they're
not.
7.
Your kids are not at that age yet. It's
I-
about quantity, not quality.
It's straight up about quantity. The more, the better. It doesn't even matter what's inside.
Even if you had a great Christmas, like 20 gifts under the tree, if a brother has 21,
That's the other thing.
Then
You
you're
got to
screwed.
match it up. You got to match it up note for note. But I just looked at her and go, why would you say that? Why would you do that? We weren't even talking about. It just hit her. Just so you know, this year, way fewer presents. And he's like, what did I do? I think he said, "Are you stupid?" I think that was his response. He got so mad. And he brought it up. He's been bringing it up every day. He brought it up to me yesterday. Well, this Christmas, we're not getting any presents. I said, "You're going to be fine, dude. I'll be wrapping up stuff from around the house for sure. But yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Another breaking trade in the NFL. You get the right person coming in. Braden and Frank can break down some of these for you here as they lead up to the trade deadline. The Saints are sending San Diego's Rashid Shaheed, wide receiver, to the Seahawks, according to Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport, just breaking all kinds of news this morning. Already feels like one of the most active trade deadlines. Usually the baseball trade deadline's awesome. The NFL kind of boring most years, but this one, I know there's a lot of have-nots. Teams like the Saints and the Jets that are
the
just...
NFL's been better in recent years.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you got to reload, get those draft picks in, and they
But
have
talking about the NFC West.
Hey,
this upgrades the Seahawks in a competitive division.
If we had a salary cap and things of that nature, would that change the nature of the Major League Baseball trade deadline? Yeah, probably quite a bit. Probably wouldn't
much harder.
Wouldn't be as exciting
to get deals done in the NBA and the NFL because you got to make sure the salaries still all work out,
match up, and all that. We're all going to have to become capologists maybe in the next couple of years, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Ooh, that would be weird.
Isn't that going to be terrible?
Like, you can propose all the trades you want to go, I won't work in the salary cap.
No, it's not going to work in the salary cap.
If they do that.
Yeah.
All right, that is it for a very fun, irreverent Tuesday morning with Ben and Woods. We will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
More
Until
of the
then,
same.
You get all your football and other news from Braden and Frank coming up next. For our executive producer, Paul Reindl, for Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Tuesday from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.